Because it's fucking wild, bro. Because a lot of my anxiety is rooted in fear of losing control, fear of dying, fear of, I'm dying young or dying in a way that I don't want to, or blah, blah, blah. And it's weird that there's a dichotomy there, that you have this juxtaposition of like, well, how come someone whose anxiety is all based and rooted in, them not wanting to die, how are they so anxious that they're about to end their life? You know what I mean? It doesn't even fucking make sense.
What's cooking, everybody? I am joined in the bunker today by the one, the only, Mr. Ashtin Larold. If you have not heard Ashtin's music, it has been streamed millions of times, and it is terrific. I won't get into the full story of why this was a big circle of life moment for me, having him come in here to the studio. I had never met him before. But long story short, I had heard every record he had ever made a couple years ago, and because it got passed along to me, and it was terrific. And so when I got the call from my friend Austin Beers asking if I would want to talk to this great artist, Ashtin Larold, out of South Jersey, I was like, yes, I would very much like to talk to Ashtin. So he came in here, and he's a pro. So he did not disappoint. But one thing I would say about this guy is that he puts all his cards on the table, man. No one can ever say that he doesn't say exactly where he stands or where he's been. And it came across because for probably 2 hours, we talked all about, well, we started with his musical influences and his come up, because chances are, I won't get into it right now, but you probably saw him as a kid in a YouTube that went very, very viral. I'll just leave it at that. And so we went through that and his career and how he approaches his music. And then he really opened up on his mental health battles. And I mean, he said it himself, I'm an open book, and he absolutely is. It was pretty amazing, and you can really see where he gets his perspective in life and in his work. So to have that happen in this studio was an awesome thing, and for him to set the example for other people to be comfortable to open up about that kind of stuff, amazing. We also had a long, maybe like an hour conversation on the state of the police force and racism, which I mentioned last week. My last two guests, kind of opposite political ends. So I had someone from the right wing in Gavin last week, who was terrific. And now this week I have Ashtin, who himself comes from the liberal wing, also terrific. But these are hard conversations. And they, we got into it. Like I said, the guy puts the cards on the table, and he put his cards on the table there. So I'm going to have to go listen to this whole thing a few times. This is now like 4 podcasts in a row I'm saying that. But look, I guess that means great things are happening in here. So if you haven't checked out Ashtin's music, go stream it. It's phenomenal. There's something in there for everyone. There were a few moments today where I kind of had some goosebumps hearing him talk about it. And I'm looking forward to having this guy in here again. Anyway, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. And if you're on YouTube right now, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button, and leave a like and comment on the video if you would, please. To all of the people who have left a 5-star review with a comment on Apple Podcasts, thank you. They do keep rolling in. They are all phenomenal, and they're a huge help, because new listeners who are coming to the page and deciding, am I going to give this a shot, listen for a couple minutes just to see if it's good, they read that stuff, and if they get some good comments there with some detail, it goes a long way. So to everyone who's done that, thank you. If you could take a minute to do it if you haven't already, I would really, really appreciate it. That said, you know what it is. I'm Julian Dorey, and this is TRENDIFIER. Let's go! This is one of the great questions in our culture. Where is the nuance? You're giving opinions and calling them facts. You feel me? Everyone understands this, but few seem to do it. If you don't like the status quo, start asking questions. Ashtin Larold.
What's up, man?
Thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks for having me.
I've been looking forward to this one. This is kind of crazy, because I was talking with you about it before, but just for people to get some context out there, I had gotten connected to your music back in the end of 2019.
Okay.
My cousin hit me up and said, okay, this guy, Ashtin Larold, that I went to high school with, hear me out.
Yeah.
He's really fucking good. And I'm like kind of a music snob. So I'm like, all right, yeah, let's see.
Right.
Never heard of him. Like, let's see.
Right.
And then she played me the song Broken. And I was like, oh, no, this guy's good. This guy's good.
Thank you.
Dude, how did you get into music? When did it happen?
I've been into music, honestly, my whole life. I probably started... the second I found out I could download a program called like Audacity for free and run to Target and get a fucking $14 little plastic USB mic and be like, you know, start recording shit and just be like, just to see the, even though, not to talk shit on Audacity, I think everyone downloaded it at one point, but like, you know,
I'm here for it.
Even if, you know, how basic it looks, like just seeing the tracker go across the screen, see the waveform of the vocals and stuff. I was like, yo, this is lit. And then I used to just I started drinking real young, and I would just hang out with my friends. And the people that like sort of got me into drinking and, you know, all that shit, they also got me into freestyle rap. And I had never done it before. Like, I listened to rap music, but I'd never really tried like freestyling. And just me at the time, like anytime I got like a big positive response for some shit, like seeing these older kids who we were hanging out with be like, damn, he's kind of good at freestyling. And I was like, okay, like these older kids who are already like allowing me to drink with them or whatever, I already feel like they're fucking cooler than me. So then when they start like treating me like I'm their age, treating me like their peer, and being like, yo, you can rap, like you should try writing shit. Started writing shit.
How old were you when this was going on?
13, 14.
Damn.
Yeah. And you know, I was probably 14, maybe 15 when I started recording, like, again, Blue Snowball, plugged into my friend's laptop, Audacity, downloading, you know, ripped MP3 beats off YouTube with the beat tag still in it. Just doing remixes and stuff, like, excuse me. Yeah, and then slowly over time, just getting better, honestly. Like, the whole fucking game is just keep doing it. Like, so many people go into it with, I think what's cool is that I got into it just because I thought it was cool to do. And then afterwards, when shit started popping off later on in high school, I was like, oh, I can make money off this. I can make this into my life. I think now people go into it going, I want to make money off this. I want to make this into my life. And that's the goal initially. So they get discouraged when they don't see money the first year or the second year or the third year. And they're like, fuck, it's not going to work, whatever. And then they give up. And it's like, dog, I've literally been doing this for like I guess technically over 10 years now. So it's like, and only, I would say this year, 2020 is the year that I started to feel like I really had developed my sound. Like, before that, I was getting closer and closer and closer, and you could see the progression. But this year, the stuff that I'm holding on to right now, that's the stuff that I feel like, and that's, you know, people hit that benchmark at different times, and after a different amount of time and practice and stuff. For me, it was about 10 years. So,
well, there's a lot to unpack there with like your journey here. So I want to come back into there and come back to some things, but on your sound, because you mentioned you got into this with rap, but you've developed into a very wide-ranging artist since then. Yeah. Like your music, when I went through all your records a year and a half ago, there was a little bit of everything in there. Yeah. I could not put you in a box at all, which I love. Yeah. I love it when some guy can give me like this 100-mile-an-hour just like flow on one song, very hardcore, and the next song just like vulnerable, raw, open, and singing, and actually like good singing.
Thank you.
So, you know, for you, where did it start to get to like, okay, I've been doing rap, and, you know, what did that look like? You said you were freestyling and stuff and making some tracks, but when did it turn into actually making full-blown tracks? And, you know, we can talk about some of the freestyling stuff too, obviously. But, and then when did it get to, hey, you know, I want to sing too. I want to create some sort of like alt vibe as well.
So I was always singing. I was in the Philadelphia Boys Choir when I was a kid.
No shit.
Yeah. So I was in choir and shit in school. I love singing. I grew up around music. My mom was always playing me music. And all different types of shit, honestly. Like,
What'd you like?
dude, like back then, Elton John, Queen, Green Day, Meatloaf, fucking Def Leppard, Black Sabbath. You know, that was the shit my mom had me listening to from the time I was 2 years old, and I was living with her and my grandma. So I didn't have the internet. I didn't have MTV. I didn't have fucking cable. So I didn't even get exposed to rap until I was probably like 10.
Wow.
Yeah. So I didn't, and then it was like, I didn't, you know what I mean? It's like finding out a new color exists. You know what I mean? Like, you're like, I know music. I know what music sounds like. And then one day they're like, no, you fucking don't. Here's this new one. And they're like, oh shit, new music just dropped. Like, new genre. It was really exciting for me. And I remember I would go home and I would go on yahoomusic.com. That's how fucking I'm showing my age here, bro. Like, go up to the computer room.
Dude, I was on LimeWire. I feel you.
Bro, I'm talking about the desktop computer, the family desktop. I would go
Yeah.
upstairs, hop on fucking Yahoo Music, and I would just watch music videos. And my mom would come in and yell at me if I was watching, like, Candy Shop or some shit. You know what I mean?
It's a good
She'd be
video.
like, it's a great video.
It's a great video.
Yeah. Shout out 50.
Dude, 50. Was that your first like real exposure to rap when he dropped?
I'm not even gonna lie. I think I had like karaoke tapes with like fucking the Sugar Hill Gang, like a hip, like that shit. Like, I had a couple karaoke tapes because again, I love to sing. So one year for Christmas, I asked for a karaoke machine. I think my first introduction to like modern rap was probably Candy Shop by 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It's a great song.
It's a fucking amazing song, bro. I was young as shit. I was probably in like second or third grade, and I came home and I was listening to that, and my mom was like, "Dog, what are you doing, bro?" And I was like, she was like, "Do you know what this means?" And I was like, "I know it's not for me." You know what I mean? I knew I wasn't. I could like I'm like putting together context clues. I'm like, I don't know if he really means a real lollipop. I don't know. I think he might mean something else. And my mom was like, I don't want you listening to this. And I was like, I'm going to keep listening to it.
That means you're going to listen to it more.
Yeah. No, as soon as you make something a forbidden fruit, when I first started like really getting into rap, when I first started doing it myself, when I realized I don't need to go to a recording studio, whatever, the two big people I was listening to then were Mac Miller and Chris Webby. When I first started,
I haven't heard Chris Webby in a while. Wow.
Shout out Chris Webby, man.
That's a name
He's
drop.
still doing good. He's dropped songs with some of my friends actually. And then Mac Miller, obviously, I have Self-Care tattooed on my knuckles.
Yeah,
Rest in
R.I.P. to
peace.
Mac.
But that was sort of when I was like, damn, because you know, I went to a fucking Catholic school. I was surrounded by suburban white people. My exposure to rap was largely what other suburban white kids were listening to. So I had everything on the radio, you know what I mean? Lil Wayne, Drake, T-Pain, all that shit. And then I had this like backpack rap, like Hopsin and Kid Cudi and Wiz Khalifa and Chris Webby and Mac Miller. And I started to get into that. That's when I started freestyling and stuff. Started recording shit. And then when I started to get real serious, I was into like niche West Coast hip hop, like indie, Dumbfounded, Wax, Breezy Lovejoy, EOM, Intuition. And then it just my love for hip hop just sort of went into phases, bro. Like I didn't start listening to older stuff until I was older. You know what I mean? And I was like, I feel like I need to do due diligence, and go back and actually listen to what got us here. You know what I mean? Because I was just listening to what was out now, and like I also feel like there's an expectation though for newer rappers. Like you see people going like, you know, Hot 97 or The Breakfast Club, and fucking people are getting grilled like, oh, you know, name 5 Eric B and Rakim songs, and it's like, bro, this kid is 17, dog. Like his old school rapper is Wayne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's DMX was old school as fuck for these kids, bro. And I'm older than a lot of these. Yeah, rest in peace, man. Like I'm older than a lot of these kids that are blowing up right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
what are you, 25, 26?
25, yeah.
It's crazy that, like, you know, some of these kids, and it's a very small handful, but some of these kids hit the right fire at like 17, and it's a great point you make. You can't expect them to know that.
And if they do, cool, but I don't think it should be like this gatekeeping thing, like, you can't do rap music if you can't name 10 Tupac songs. It's like,
yep.
You know what I mean? Do I have to know every, like, I get it, and you can still recognize that they were, you know, titans, fucking pillars of the culture and led the way for what's here. Doesn't mean you have to necessarily rock with their music, or it might not be what you listen to on a daily basis. You could still appreciate it and respect it and be grateful that these people paved the way for the evolution that has led to where we're at right now. But I just don't think it's that deep. Like, you can still show respect to the fucking people that got us here without being like, dude, it just bugs me. I hate seeing that shit when people are getting grilled like, man, you're not a real rapper. Like, you don't even name one KRS-One song. And it's like, bro.
You got me.
This kid is 14. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, chill.
It's kind of like the get off my lawn generation in rap now, because we take it for granted, but rap is now, and I mean this in a good way, it's long in the tooth. Yeah. I mean, I guess Africa Bambaataa did the first real stuff in the late 70s, but officially it starts getting off the ground mid-80s or so, and then NWA just hits the button and everything starts to go, and then you get Pac and Biggie. But, you know, we're in 2021.
Yeah.
It's to your point, you mentioned to some of these guys, Lil Wayne's like the old school guy. He is.
Yeah.
Fireman was bumping in 04.
Yep.
You know, so...
Some of these kids were, like, born when, you know, like...
Yeah.
They were 5 when we were, 13 or whatever. And it's just, I don't know, you can't hold everyone to that standard. And I think, too, is rap is one of is this one genre. And for some reason, there's a lot of gatekeepers and tastemakers in the community who have a real problem with just admitting that there's going to be subgenres of any genre. You know what I mean? You have classic rock. Rock as a thing encompasses so much fucking music, so many types of music. Math rock is not going to be the same as like hair metal. You know what I'm saying? They're just different types of music. They're still rock, and they're still rooted in the same thing, but it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, no one is trying to compare Black Sabbath and like the Grateful Dead. Right. You know what I mean? They're just
way different.
Exactly. And you wouldn't do that. They were both good, but like, I see all these comparisons like, oh, like, almost like J. Cole is more valuable. His art is more valuable than someone like Uzi because of the lyrical content. And it's like, that's one way of looking at it for sure. But you know what I mean? Like, how are we grading art? Because it's a sort of abstract thing. So while Cole might be saying there might be a lot more substance in his songs, but if Uzi's song makes you feel more, then that's where the value comes from. And it's like, why are we comparing these two artists who make very different music for very different audiences? Why are you even saying like Cole was better? You know, they don't make the same type of music as far as I'm concerned.
I think because our society is obsessed with ranking. Our society is never happy with just appreciating.
Yeah.
We always have to say what's better than something else and get the conversations flowing to create tribes around things.
Right.
You know, one of the conversations I've had my entire life that I don't even have anymore because I just want to appreciate is, you know, being a guy who's born and raised on the East Coast, I'm in the minority with my love for Tupac. He's my favorite artist of all time. I know every song he ever made.
That's awesome.
And like, I love Biggie.
Yeah.
Love him. He's incredible. His flow was unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm always going to give you the argument straight up that like, the guy put out 45 songs in his life. Tupac recorded 10,000.
Yeah.
You know, Tupac hit, you want to talk about subgenres of music, he hit every fucking subgenre of it.
Yeah.
And so I'll get into these arguments, and what it turns to is like, a you versus them kind of thing. Like,
Right.
oh, no. But, like, I must think Biggie sucks. Or, like,
Right.
you must think Pac sucks. And, no. They're two very... I do not go to listen to many Biggie songs when I go to listen to Tupac songs.
Right.
They're different vibes.
Exactly,
So
bro.
enough, like...
And they can coexist.
Yeah, man. You see it in basketball, too. Like, and I think people should have taken more note from after Kobe died, where it's like, let's stop the fucking fighting and just appreciate it, right? Like, you know, LeBron can be this controversial figure to some, but... He's lived the American dream.
Yeah.
He's a 4-time champion.
Yep.
He's the greatest specimen athlete I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, let's stop having the whole Jordan LeBron thing. Let's just
Right.
like
They
let's
can both
appreciate
be
it.
great.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with I don't know, bro. And I think a lot of that really is rooted in insecurity, truthfully. I think that there's a lot of people who...
What do you mean by that? That's interesting.
So I think... All right, so most of the people who get... This is what... Because I'm not a huge sports guy. And I always... It's funny to me to watch people argue about sports because you have people who couldn't... You take the worst fucking player in the NBA right now and you put him up against any of my friends who are arguing about the NBA and... Bro, he will dust you. He will fucking dust you. He'll make you look like a fucking baby, bro. Like, you're going to look like a child, all right? And you're sitting here, oh, he's trash, he's trash. Bro, if you can't do something, how are you going to call someone else trash? If you can't do what he's doing, don't call him trash. Well, he's not as good as so-and-so. And neither the fuck are you. You're not as good as him. So shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know. Because I think in music, I get so many people who tell me, bro, trust me, do this, do that. And I always ask, what credentials do you have? And I'm not trying to be condescending or pretentious, but like, I don't go to my auto mechanic and go like, hey, this is how you should do that. Because I'm not a fucking mechanic. So it's like, I'm not going to tell someone else how to do some shit I don't know how to do. It doesn't make sense to me. But in music and sports and in like entertainment, people seem to feel like they can go, oh, he should have fucking done this play. And it's like, this is his life, bro. You know what I'm saying? You work at Arby's, dog. Like, stop commenting on that shit. Oh, dude, he shouldn't sing like that. He put too much autotune on it. Do you own a microphone? You know what I mean? Like, have you ever plugged in a microphone to? Do you know what a digital audio workstation is? Do you, like, if I said DAW to you right now, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. So why are you commenting on, dude? And it's just, I feel like to have that conversation, it makes a person feel big. You know what I mean? Oh, they should have done it this way. Yeah, they're doing shit you can't do. Why would you tell like? You know what I mean? It's weird, and it comes across as a thing that is rooted in insecurity for me.
You're a true artist.
Thank you.
If anyone listens to that answer, and for all the great reasons of it, it signifies exactly how your brain wires. So let's take this sports and the music example real quick before we go to it. There is a big difference between sports and music. Yeah. In sports, there's a score and a final line.
Right.
Did you win? Did you lose? Did you score 30 points? Did you have 2 touchdowns or didn't you? Right. Music is a pure art. I'm not saying what they do on the court or on the field doesn't have art forms to it. It does. But there's a result.
Yeah.
Music, you could say there's results with Grammys and stuff, but there's so much of it. And it's related to everyone because I've never met someone who does not listen to any music. Right.
Me neither.
Everyone does, right? So there are some people who don't watch basketball. There are some people who don't watch football. Well, music, it's as old as time.
Almost universal.
Yeah. So to an extent, when you're talking about like people critiquing, the audience is the ultimate critique
for sure
because they're the buyer, right? But what you're getting to is when people start to tell you on their own ideas, which I think is what you're hinting at with the insecurities point, which I agree with. Where people are coming out and saying, no, this is how you should do it because that's what I think and therefore it has to be right.
Yeah.
This is where there's a really fine line between courage of conviction and not taking criticism.
Yeah.
Right? So just because someone has absolutely no credentials doesn't necessarily mean they're wrong.
Yeah,
but where
for sure.
where are they coming from when they say it?
Yeah.
And it sounds to me, and this doesn't surprise me one bit, and frankly, I can relate with a podcast, like to some extent. It sounds to me like a lot of the people you're talking about are the ones who just suddenly have that Monday morning quarterback opinion.
Right.
And they're like, oh yeah, I know exactly the difference between an auto-tune that goes at X decibels versus one at the, you know what I mean? Like, it's bullshit when it does that.
And I think the bigger dude, there's so many fucking things that have become pet peeves only after I've gained a certain amount of insight into the music industry or making music. That shit that I might have used to, like, I might have done that. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, had I not known.
Can you pull that mic in just a little bit?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So the big one is, like, when I first started making more melodic music and stuff, where I started making songs that weren't just about like lyrical, spiritual, miracle, individual, venomous penmanship, apprenticeship. Fuck all that shit, bro. Like,
when did that shift happen?
When I realized, like, I don't want to be a YouTuber when I'm 30 years old, kind of. And I was like, all right, because initially I got my start on YouTube, and then it was almost like I felt like I had to kind of be formulaic because I developed this audience accidentally via the rap battle. And it was very much like the YouTube rap community.
Can you tell people the context on that? Because I guarantee you, many of you listening right now will know exactly what this video is because it did blow the fuck up. And it's also, I know that's not the vibe you're going for at this point, and it's older now. I mean, you were like little when you were like 15 or something when you did that, but it's incredible.
Thank you.
I mean, it's like fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So.
It's the white kid kills it in high school rap battle. Me with the little buzz cut and fucking gray button down, rapping against the kid with a blurred out face. So it's.
Why was his face blurred out? I never asked that.
Well, it didn't used to be. The original version had his face, and then we spoke about it. He asked me to take it down. I was like, "Dog, we agreed to do this. You knew it was going to be filmed. You knew it was getting put up." Like,
wait, you could go in after the fact on YouTube? And
no, I took the original down and re-uploaded the second one. The original had 2.5 million views, and I was fucking sure that when I took that down and re-uploaded this new one with his face blurred out, that it was gonna do like 100,000 views and then do nothing.
Is that like 27 million?
Yeah. Thank you.
Look, I don't.
Thank you to the kid that made me take that down, bro, because
I don't know that I would want a homicide of myself online either.
That's fair. Well, and dude, I'm not like a dickhead about it.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, listen, we got to come to some compromise because this is my career, and I don't want it to interfere with your career. Let's do something. Like, I took his name out of everything. There's no more introduction. He doesn't get introduced anymore. And I blurred his face out. And then
it was nice of you to do that.
Well, I don't want to be a fucking asshole. I don't want to be like the reason that this kid can't get a job or some shit or he's getting clowned on or whatever. So
you know what's crazy about it though, and I got to go back and watch again. I didn't watch it before you came in here, so I haven't watched that. I think I watched it after I talked with Austin like a month ago when we got connected. But if I remember correctly, it's not even like he was horrible.
Yeah,
you were just so good that it was just a. I mean,
well,
it's
he read
murderous.
it off an iPad.
Well,
that's like the
that
biggest
didn't
thing.
Help.
It's
that
like,
didn't help. No.
And I think what a lot of people don't realize, to put it in context, what a lot of people don't realize about that battle is it looks very one-sided. It looks like I'm being an asshole. For a month prior, once we agreed to do this, for a whole month prior, all he did was talk shit. You're going to want to throw hands. I'm going to come so personal. I'm going to come so crazy. You're going to want to hit me. Are you sure you still want to do this? He had other people coming up to me going like, bro, he showed me his bars. They're fucking wild. A month before this shit is going on, right? Like,
I keep forgetting you read that because it's blurred.
Yeah.
You had a lyric about that too.
Yeah.
It's like, you're reading your shit on an iPad.
Bro, it's like, how do you talk shit for 2 months, say I wrote the crazy, because make no mistake, at the time I was super into rap battle culture. All that, 99% of that shit is pre-written. You have 2 weeks to write the craziest bars. It's sort of unspoken. You memorize your fucking bars. You don't come up and read it off a fucking iPad like the cannabis versus disaster battle. Like, dog, what are you doing? And then, like, the day before, he starts talking. He's still talking shit, but he's like, nah, we're doing it in the school parking lot. I'm like, bro, it's gonna get shut down instantly if we do it in the school parking lot. They're gonna come outside and shut it down immediately. We're doing it, you know, in the place we ended up doing it, the parking lot like behind a shopping center. It was like, no one's gonna fucking show up, blah blah blah. So I'm like, bet. Everyone shows up at my spot. You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a no-show for the first 15 minutes. He finally shows up, and everyone is already against him now because he's been talking nonstop shit.
How did this start? Like, he just said he wanted to rap battle you and then started talking shit?
Nah, if I'm being honest, I wanted to rap battle my man Chuck So Dope. Shout out Chuck. And I was trying to like get him more. I like tweeted because there weren't a lot of rappers at a fucking Catholic high school. So I tweeted like, "Oh, anyone want to rap battle me?" And I was kind of hoping that Chuck would be like, "Yeah, let's do it." But this fucking kid answered, and I knew who he was. I wasn't like close with him or anything. But you know, I was like, all right, bet. Like, and I wasn't intending for it to be this like animosity, malicious sort of thing. I was genuinely like, I'm gonna do, because I did another battle before that I've since taken off YouTube, but I'd done another rap battle before that, and I won that one in a similar fashion.
So there was a body bag at the end.
Yeah.
Unzipped?
No.
Okay.
Zipped. Yeah, I zipped that boy. I zipped that boy up. No, that's my boy though. Shout out Jeremy Gonzalo. I miss you, bro. Yeah, so he just started being all cocky and just being a dickhead, bro. And I was like, all right, well, I literally know I'm going to body you. Even if he didn't bring his iPad, I would have bodied him. It would have been better for him because at least then he could have said like, all right, I'm doing this. You know, stand up and you know, do it with your chest, bro. He's, oh, dude, I wrote all these bars. And then when he gets in, he goes, oh, I just wrote all this last period. I'm like, the fuck you talk? Somewhere a lie occurred.
Oh, you
bro.
already lost.
Like,
you lost right there.
And then he starts reading it,
period.
And it's just, people are like, what the fuck is this cornball ass kid doing? And it's like, bro, like, I don't know what you expected. People were not going to look upon that amicably. And at the same time, like, if you're going to talk shit, because I really wasn't talking crazy until he started taking it there. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm not just going to sit here and, like, let you talk work. Like, I'm going to body bag you. And now probably 100 million people have seen me body bag that kid. So it's like,
yeah,
fucking stupid games win stupid fucking prizes, dog. Like, I don't know what you want. Like, so then he called me a few years after the fact, after it blew up. He was like, you know, blah, 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 I'm getting clowned. And I was like, all right. You know what I mean? Like, what do you want to do about that? I'm not taking the video down. He was like, I'm going to get a lawyer. Then I was like, get a fucking lawyer, bro. I have a lawyer. You agreed to be on camera. We did it in a public place. You agreed to do it. It was some shit that you wanted to do. I have text messages from you asking me to put it up. So you consented to having that up there. You want to withdraw that now, that's fine. But, like, we're going to come to a different agreement. So I was like, listen, I'll blur your face out. I'll remove your name. You will not be tagged. You won't be, you know, linked to or anything like that. The people who were at the school know. The people who know you know. The people who know me know. And that's it. I won't say his name. I'm not going to air him out. I hope that he's doing well. I don't have any ill wishes to him. We were fucking kids when that shit happened.
Yeah, it's years ago. Years ago.
But what's the real crazy part is he throws his whole fit. Take it down, take it down, take it down. Then he finds out how much money I made from the video. So a couple years later, he calls me up and he's like, yo, bro, like, let's get a round 2. And I'm like, dog, a year ago, you were bitching at me to take this shit down. First of all, like,
a year ago, you said lawyer.
Right. Like, now you want the smoke again. And why? Because he's like, oh, well, you know, it's not fair that I didn't get, you know, da-da-da. And I'm like, I don't know what, like, sorry, bro. It's on my fucking channel. And it was my idea. And I, you know, arranged for all that shit to happen. You're pissed off. I understand you're pissed off. I'd be pissed off too. But stupid games. So he was like, yeah, let's do a round 2. I was like, you want to do a round 2? We're getting paperwork. There's not going to be, yo, we're taking it. And I'm renting out a space and we're selling tickets. And I'm like, I'm going to make this the worst decision you've ever made in your life. Because I was pissed, bro. I was like, how the fuck are you going to make me take this shit down and risk it? Obviously, it ended up being a good thing. It was a blessing in disguise. But at the time, I was like, bro, you just threw a fit about it. Now you want to do it again? Like, if that's the case, we could do it. And then, obviously, it didn't happen.
He wasn't about that life.
It didn't happen.
So you had this moment where this just kind of crystallized was something that you had been doing for a long time, like for fun, freestyling. And so then you start making some music, but where we got into that rabbit hole with that was like when it started to transition to a little bit of the melodic sound and moving to like some new genres and going after like some different ends of your creativity. So I don't know what year that was, but when did that actually start to happen?
Honestly, not until I had the talent to do it, because I always wanted to do it. I just wasn't there as a songwriter yet. I wasn't good at writing melodies. I was great at cover songs. I could cover a lot of the songs I like to do, but to write an original melody, I just didn't have. I wasn't there yet artistically.
When you say melody, by the way, I just want to make sure I understand. You're not talking about the lyrics at all. You're talking about like how the flow of the actual under part of the song is.
No, I mean like, so if I hear an instrumental, and in the old days when I was making like Jersey Devil and stuff, a lot of my choruses were just like either repeated phrases or something, but not said melodically, not sung. You know what I mean? It was hard for me to write lyrics that had a melody to them.
Got it.
I just wasn't there yet, so I would write, like, I'm the Jersey Devil. I'm the Jersey Devil. These other motherfuckers just ain't on my level. And it was like, okay, it's a chanty chorus. It works as a hook, whatever. When everything finally started to click and I got better at being a musician and I was able to write my own melodies and stuff, I immediately started trying to do that. And I had a lot of other influences, you know what I mean? Like Juice WRLD, Trippie Redd, Peep, fucking, when melodic rap started to be a thing, it was like, goddamn, I thought that shit was genius because...
it is.
And I mean like modern melodic rap, because obviously autotune, goes back to the early aughts. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think T-Pain is one of the most fucking influential artists. Everything has autotune now. Back then, he was one of the few people who were doing that shit.
And he also had a lot of courage with that too, because look, he made a couple. I can't remember if "I'm in Love with a Stripper" was the first one, but he made a couple bangers.
Yeah,
and he became like this before meme culture, like the meme,
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, T-Pain making an auto tune, but he continued to do it.
Yep.
And then made a bunch of bangers, and then people started going, oh.
And now find me a melodic rapper that isn't using autotune.
100%, man.
He set that fucking stage, and that is all him. But yeah, once I realized that, I was like, and again, man, I got to give props to those people that paved the way for me, because I probably wouldn't have had the courage to do something like, I'm going to try and make an emo rap song, or quote unquote emo rap, or like a rock rap or alternative rap or whatever. And then I heard it and I was like, yo, I really fuck with this. This is like very lined up with me, because I used to listen to a lot of like metal and punk and blah, blah, blah. So it was like combining two forms of music that I really identified with in a way that I felt was like cool. And obviously, dude, when I first started doing it, you could hear the influences like heavily. You know what I mean?
There's like, when I listen to your music, if I listen to like some of the melodic stuff especially, there's 10 to 15 people that pop in my head. It's not like, you and I were talking, I don't know if we said this on the podcast or not, but some people have said for some of your songs, like some Post Malone vibes. Yeah. Definitely. But there's a lot, like you mentioned Juice WRLD just now. 100%. Feel that. And you start going through and you're like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Like there's a lot of layers to it. And what's cool about it is you kind of create your own sound from that, because people can't put their finger on, oh, he's this guy, or like he's the, you know what I mean? Like everyone always tries to put you in a box. My goal is to get to a point where now when a new person comes out and goes, I released this song or whatever, now they go, that sounds like an Ashtin Larold song. You know what I mean? That's the next level.
Where I now have my own sound that's so distinct that you could see maybe where the roots of it lie, and you could see the influences, but it's very much my sound. And that's constantly a work in progress, because my sound is always fucking changing, as I listen to new shit. And I'm as a musician, I'm super, super, super influenced by whatever I'm listening to at the time. If I'm listening to a lot of punk rock, I'm gonna make some more punky sounding shit. If I'm listening to a lot of trap, I'm gonna make a Lemonade or a Pop Out. If I'm listening to some screaming type rap, XXX or Zolkami, I'm gonna be making that type of shit. Just because I find that I'm only listening to those songs because I'm in that headspace to begin with. You know what I mean? If I'm listening to some fucking angry ass shit, I'm probably in an angry point. You know what I mean? I'm pissed off. And so I'm listening to all this shit that's like refueling this fucking fire. I'm pissed off. I'm listening to shit that's pissed off. And it's probably not good emotionally, but it's like, then I want to go to the studio and make some fucking angry shit. Or if I'm...
Does that get you out of a sync though? Like, because I know sometimes you got to be in there like, okay, this is kind of my goal. This is the sound I want to go for right now. But then, I mean, if people can't hear how many influences you have at this point, then they're not listening to this podcast. I mean, I love this because you are really all over the place with things you've listened to, and I'm sure there's other stuff too. But you get into that moment where you're like, all right, I'm listening to a lot of Def Leppard right now. That's the kind of shit I want to get. But we were working on songs that were going for more of a, let me use a stupid one, like Luther Vandross vibe. You know what I mean? Like
I trash them. I throw them out.
Okay.
I don't vault a lot of songs. I have friends that make fucking 100 songs a week. That's just not me. The artistic part of my brain doesn't work like that. And it's not like one of these things like, I have to be inspired, and it's like, okay, yeah, but if I just made like 4 turn up songs, I'm turned the fuck out, bro. I'm all tired. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that shit anymore. I can't crank out 15 songs that sound exactly the fucking same about the exact same shit before I start feeling like I'm copying my damn self, bro. Like I don't like being repetitive, which has hurt me in the past. And like while you say like, I think there's some fans of music in general who really appreciate an artist who is versatile, but I feel like one of the mistakes I made so far in my career was not really setting a distinct sound that's for me and then branching out. I came with, I do like the 5 Fingers of Death Part 2 right after I dropped some angry shit, and then I dropped some melodic shit, emo shit. So people get on my page, I dropped a fucking trap shanty. I dropped a shanty song with a trap beat behind it. So they go to my page and they hear, oh, you that kid from TikTok? Yeah, and I bet your bitch watch. Then they hear, I set sail for a great white whale. And then they hear, I ain't fucking slept in 11 days, pour another bottle in the lemonade. Then they hear, I don't even be to save my... And it's like, bro, who the fuck is this kid? Who is he as an artist? And that just comes from me having like artistic ADHD. Because it's like, I love music, bro. It's so fun. And I fucking hate, dude, in all aspects of my life, when I start getting in a rut, I work in extremes. You know what I mean? When I get really tired of having this long ass fucking hair that's getting in my face and getting in my mouth at night, I'm gonna shave my head bald. You know what I mean? If I work in extremes. I can't do.
Are you bipolar? Do you have some of that too?
I don't think so, cause I've seen like a million therapists. Shout out my therapist, bro. I don't want to drop your name on here, but I got you.
How long you been doing that?
I first started seeing a therapist when I was like 14, so 14, 15, around there, and it's been on and off since. I'm at a point now where I have a very good understanding of my own mental health. I'm very comfortable with. Once I realized that anxiety and depression, for me at least, in the way that it works for me, because I think it's different for everybody. I got really bad panic attacks. I have horrible fucking anxiety. And once I realized, like, okay, because I would get caught up. I'm having a panic attack. Oh, I fucking hate this. I want it to end. I want it to stop. I'm calling my mom. I'm calling my girlfriend. I don't know why I'm panicking right now. I fucking hate feeling like this. Blah, blah, blah.
And what would happen when you get that?
I mean, the normal shit, bro. It depends. Sometimes it's like I got white death, like I smoked too much weed or some shit. I just go pale and I can't, I'll get really quiet. I stop talking. I try and distract myself. Dude, you could read it on my fucking face when I'm anxious. Like I'm an open book like that. I'm bad at disguising my feelings. But once I realized, like, cause shit was getting dark for a minute. You know what I mean? Like I've dealt with some serious shit mental health wise. And once I realized, like, okay, well, as far as the anxiety attack, because depression's a different bitch. But when I'm having a panic attack, I'm not gonna die. You know what I mean? Because now I can identify, okay, you're not having a heart attack. You know this is a panic attack. And yeah, it's uncomfortable and you want it to end. But the more that you sit here and just dwell on it, the more that you zone in, you get tunnel vision on that anxiety attack and you keep feeding it. You know what I mean? You're stuck in a thought loop. I want it to end, I want it to end, I want it to end. What exactly do you want to end? Well, I don't like how my chest is tight, or I feel hot, or, you know, I feel nauseous, blah, blah, blah. And now you're just thinking about it over and over, so you're making it worse. As soon as I just went, okay, listen, you're having an anxiety attack. You're not going to die. It's not going to kill you. Your thoughts are only as much as you're willing to give them. So if you just recognize, yes, this is uncomfortable, yes, it's unpleasant, but just let it go, just wash it, let it wash over you, bro. It's like if you've ever been like surfing or some shit and just got railed by a big wave and you're just under there getting spun around. It fucking sucks and it's scary and it's uncomfortable, but you can't really fight it. You're floundering around. Just chill and float back up. You know what I mean? And that's how I kind of deal with my anxiety. These days, it's like, take a deep breath, step outside for a second, grab a beer, do whatever, but just chill. Just let it be. Accept the fact that I'm anxious about something, and then sort of look in and be like, all right, why did I have this anxiety attack in the first place? What about this situation triggered this? What about my environment or my situation right now made me so anxious that my body kicked in like a fight or flight response? And I think a lot of that, because I've been medicated and unmedicated, I fucking preach that in a lot of cases, dealing with the root of the issue is more beneficial long term, because a lot of these psychiatrists get these kids 14, 15 years old who have serious fucking issues because serious ass shit happened to them. Yeah. And they need to address that shit and really like fully address what has happened to them, why they feel this way. But instead, a lot of these fucking psychiatrists go, all right, well, here's some Lexapro, and you know, you're putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound, bro. And as soon as you take that shit off, you're bleeding again. You know what I mean? As soon as, you know, it might deal with the symptoms of it, but then now you need that. Now you need that to function, because without it, you can't. And, you know, the side effects and stuff for me, I was just like, yo, fuck this shit. It's not worth it. So I did a lot of work towards just really dealing with the roots of my anxiety and really addressing what makes me feel some types of ways. And I'm not one of these pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know, work. It's all on you. If you can't do this shit, you're a pussy. None of that shit. That's not what I'm saying. But I think that there's a lot of benefit to be had from really introspectively analyzing, like, okay, why is this so hard for me to do? Or what about this situation is freaking me the fuck out? And how can I address that? How can I change the way that I feel? How can I change the way that I respond? Or do I just need to avoid this type of situation? Because that's an okay thing too, bro. Like, I'm not good with drugs. I'm not good, like, you know, certain drugs really freak me the fuck out, so I just don't do those drugs. You know what I mean?
Also have massive long-term implications.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't need to sit here and be like a fucking commercial and be like, yeah, and if you take this drug, you may die tomorrow. Like, we don't need to do that. But you know what I mean?
For sure.
I mean, it chemically changes you.
They're drugs.
They're drugs. And what I think we do sometimes is like we start to rail on everything, and it becomes this, it's like society, 0 to 100, right?
Yeah.
There's a reason they were created.
Yep.
There are certain people that like something's going on and like it's actually there.
Yeah.
What ends up happening when you incentivize, like, oh, by the way, you know, doctor gives it out, they get paid on it.
Right.
You know, suddenly it's like, I love that line. You put a Band-Aid on a bullet wound.
Yeah.
Throw a couple pills at it.
Yep.
Right. And so for you, it's really impressive to hear you go through that, because it seems like you're a veteran of being open about your feelings with somebody, which, you know, let's just be honest with guys, we're not good at that inherently, you know?
No.
But you've been doing this since you were a kid.
I'm an open book, bro. If I feel some type of way, I think, and put this shit on the record. As a man, if you feel some type of way, say that shit with your fucking chest. If you feel scared, if you're dealing with some shit, say it like a fucking man, and stop hiding it and pushing, like taking it out on your family, your friends, whatever. If I'm sad or I'm scared or I'm whatever, I'm a fucking person, bro. And you can look at it any type of way you want. Anything that I feel, I'm gonna say, bro, because I just like especially with mental health and shit. I don't think any guys should have to be fucking embarrassed about that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've all been through some shit that we didn't want to go through, whether it's losing a loved one or medical issues or dot. It doesn't fucking matter. We've all been through some shit, and different people have different thresholds. Different people have different, responses to different things. I am an open fucking book, bro. Like I've dealt with a lot of shit. I've been on suicide watch. I have been suicidal multiple times.
What gets you there?
It was a whole fucking litany of just bad decisions and then unfortunate circumstances that just happened to me. But honestly, like I don't particularly think it matters, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here. Like, I didn't have the strength to do this shit alone. My family, my friends, when I was like, yo, I can't even, like, I was showering with the fucking door open and shit, because my family was like, we're not fucking playing around. You're saying you're feeling this way, then I'm sorry. Like, you know what I mean? We're not having you locking the fucking door and offing yourself in there. So, and my friends were on top of me. My parents were on top of me, and I was okay with therapy. I sought help.
Were you thinking some of those things when you were like 13, 14? Because you said you started therapy back then.
Yeah. So I never had anxiety my whole life, really. Like I got nervous about shit just like anyone does.
Yeah.
But I didn't have like an anxiety disorder until I had a bad trip with DXM cough syrup, like robo tripping.
And you mentioned too, like you got into drinking and stuff.
Yeah, young.
Was this just because, like, look, and I think we said this in some other context earlier.
Yeah.
When you're told you can't do something, you want to do it, right? Like you.
For me, I was just like, once I found drinking and smoking weed and like, it was like I got to meet new versions of myself. It was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I'm different a little bit when I'm drunk, and I'm different when I'm high than I am when I'm drunk and when I'm sober.
What made you want to do that at like that age, though? You know, like 13. I'll be honest. At like 13,
yeah,
I think my balls would drop.
Yeah,
I'd have to go back and check for it.
Right. Yeah,
like maybe hold out like a fucking thing and see if they were down far enough. But
yeah.
like I wasn't thinking about like, yo, let's get some doers out. You know what I mean?
No, for me it was just like, I don't know. Part of it was definitely the allure of doing some shit that was like for older kids, but I didn't do it. And I could say this honestly, like I wasn't one of those kids that was like drinking to be so that other people would know that I was drinking and like be cool or whatever. Like I genuinely liked drinking. I still to this day, I party a lot. I don't do that shit because it's cool. I just fucking like being drunk. I like getting fucked up. It's just a thing that I've always enjoyed. And I think when you're that young, sometimes you don't make the best decisions, obviously. So I was, to say the least, I was getting drug tested for weed. My mom caught me smoking weed, blah, blah, blah. I was constantly getting grounded and fucking whatever, so my mom was drug testing me. Then I found K3, K2, that type of shit. I was like, that does not show up on a pot test. So your boy started doing a bunch of that. Then that got made illegal. And I had some weird ass experiences with that where I would just lose consciousness or like.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was like a fucking idiot, bro. Like.
It's kind of like a funnel. You get started, and then, everyone says, like, gateway drugs and stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, you're just trying to experiment, fuck around, you're, like, coming of age a little bit, and then, let's try this. Yeah, no, and it was very much like, I would look shit up and make sure that, like, all right, like, how much is safe to do, blah, blah, blah. And then I just, they made K3 illegal. My friend was like, yo, we've had some fun times just drinking Robitussin. So I went online. For those of you who, actually, I'm not going to give drug advice on here. The fucking. I was getting ready to like come in and be like, we do not condone that on the show.
Yeah. But anyway, I had to make sure there's certain safety issues with Robitussin. You have to make sure that certain ingredients aren't in it, because you have to make sure that only certain active ingredients are in there, because otherwise, you can have kidney failure, liver failure, whatever. So I did as much. Can you buy that over the counter?
Fuck yeah, you can. I was gonna say.
And I was a kid. One. Like we had to go around to a couple different pharmacies before they were like, hey, how sick are you? What the fuck do you need 4 bottles of cough syrup for? And I was like,
Bro, I'm sick as fuck.
It's a science project, bro. Like, I don't know. Just give it to me. It's legal. You can't not sell it to me. But they could. So we eventually got some. I drank, whatever. And my friend's sister had a panic attack, ironically, and came and picked him up because she, like, wanted someone to be with her or whatever. And he was supposed to trip with me, and I'd never tripped before. So now I'm alone. It starts kicking in, and it feels really good at first. It's like a really good weed high or whatever. And then shit starts getting a little bit sketchy, and it just got sketchier. And I ended up telling my mom, I was like, yo, like, I fucked up. I did this, da-da-da. Here's what I did. I showed her the bottle. And honestly, bro, I don't remember a whole lot after that. I remember I tripped for hours and hours and hours. And then the next day, I still felt off. I just felt weird. I was convinced that I did, like, brain damage with the drug or some shit. And they were just like, no, like, you just have anxiety. And I was like, nah, dude, like, this is different. My vision's fucking funky. Like, everything feels like I'm on drugs. It feels like I'm, like, having, like, white death from smoking too much weed. That's, like, how I would really describe, like, intense periods of anxiety. I was like, nah, I fucked my brain up. So I was getting CAT scans, MRIs, like, yo, I'm telling you, I fucked my brain up. They're like, dog, you just have anxiety. And I'm like, anxiety doesn't, I always thought, like, anxiety was just, like, you just worry a lot. You know what I mean? But there's so many physical manifestations that I could really have. And the same thing goes for depression. But so, whatever. I started seeing a therapist, and
And you were cool with it, or?
I was seeing a therapist I was cool with. I didn't really want to do the antidepressants, anti-anxiety drugs, but I did them for a little bit. I hated them. I eventually weaned myself off them. I didn't even tell nobody. I would just put the bag. I would take the pill because my mom would count how many pills were left in the bottle to make sure I was taking them. And I would just take them, put them under my tongue, and then fucking spit them out somewhere else. And I just stopped taking them on myself. And then I told my mom, I was like, listen, I weaned myself off those shits. Like, I'm not going back on them. I don't like the way they make me feel. We're going to do this with just therapy. And we're going to figure out why I feel this way, and that's how I'm going to do it.
Wow. That's a really... And again, I don't want to box some people in or use that and make them sound like they're weak or whatever. There are people who need that, but that is an incredibly... Especially given, like, a lack of good decisions when you're 12 and 13, 14, whatever. That's an incredibly mature thing to do at that age.
Oh, well, a lot of it just came from... I knew I didn't like the drugs. So I was like, well, we're going to try some other shit because I don't like the drugs. If that doesn't work, and we have to, whatever. But I want to give this the fucking college try. So I start getting better and better and better. Now, when everyone else started getting into drinking, I had already gone through my drinking phase, stopped, and I'm like the sober guy now. So my friends are smoking, I'm not smoking. My friends are drinking, I'm not drinking. Prom weekend, I was sober and shit. You know what I'm saying?
What, when you're 16, 17?
Yeah, I'm getting older. I'm going through I was sober for all of high school, just about. I mean... Freshman year, I wasn't. Freshman year, I was still smoking and drinking. Sophomore year, the day before sophomore year of high school was when I did the cough syrup. And then from sophomore year to, I guess, like the summer of my freshman year of college, I was sober. Because I was just anything. Because I was so in my head about it. Like the first time I tried smoking weed and shit. Because I would try shit here and there, and it would give me, like, flashbacks to the trip. I would have, like, vivid, visceral flashbacks, and I was like... just not worth it, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I want to have a good time. I'd love to drink, but I know that every time I do that shit, it's a coin flip as to whether or not I'm going to have this flashback, and I just don't feel like that. So I was getting to a better place by the end of high school, and my lung collapsed spontaneously.
How'd that happen?
Well, I don't think smoking since you were like 11 or 12. Cigarettes, you know what I mean? Like, I just quit smoking last March. And
congratulations.
Thank you. The doctor the other day was like, wait, so you smoked for like over 10 years? And I was like, yeah. She was like, you're 25. I was like, listen, I know. Like, you're not fucking, I get it.
I do. You know what? That is one thing that even to this day, when people say they did it, I'm always shocked because they'll often say they did it at like 11 or 12. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what? How?
Dude, I would sit outside mini marts and gas stations with like $20 bill, and I just ask older kids to go in and buy me cigarettes. Like, I'm just fishing for that shit. But... so my one lung collapses, and I'm freaking the fuck out.
What's that feel like?
Fucked. Like, it does not feel good, man. It felt like Mike Tyson was standing over me, kicking me in the chest with stiletto heels on, like, the whole time, because I woke up with it. I woke up, and I was like, damn, I slept wrong or something. And I can't remember which lung one. I think this one was first. I don't fucking remember.
Oh, they both went.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with this. But so the first one goes, I'm like, damn, I don't know. And it's really like just a tight fucking harsh pain radiating from here all the way to my back. So I go to the school nurse. She's like, you probably slept wrong. Here's a heating pad and a fucking Gatorade. You know what I mean? Like, go back to class in a little bit. So I'm sitting there and I'm
shout
like,
out to the school nurse.
Yeah.
My aunt's a school nurse though. She's a great one.
I'm sorry. She wouldn't do that. I'm sure she wouldn't do that. No.
She's great.
But so I'm like, nah, some shit is wrong, bro. Like, so we go to South Jersey Radiology. They're like, yeah, your lung popped, whatever. We're gonna go take you to the hospital. We'll fucking blow it back up. You'll be out of there tomorrow morning. I'm like, bet. All right, let's get this shit over with. So I go in there. Now, keep in mind, I still have horrible drug anxiety. Hospitals are full of drugs, and you know, the doctor's giving them to you. You don't really have a choice. So that was super traumatic for me, and I ended up getting 2 surgical procedures without anesthesia because I was like, I was more scared of how the drugs would fuck with my head than I was of like, yeah, it's gonna suck for like, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna hurt a lot, but when the shit is done, it's gonna stop hurting.
You had a lung procedure without anesthesia.
2. You would think my dumb ass would have learned after the first time. I learned after the second time, bro, because that shit fucking sucked. And I was,
yeah, I bet it did.
So, you know, the first time that should happen, I'm in the hospital for 11 days. Daily X-rays, daily chest tubes. I'm plugged into fucking, you know, I got a epidural in my spine.
Holy shit.
I got artery lines, IVs, all types of shit. Dude, I'm like fucking like plugged into the Matrix, bro. And so I finally get out, and it fucked me up, man. But it didn't set me back to like square one. Like, I was still okay. 8 months go by. My dumbass kind of quit smoking, but then, like, you know, 4 or 5 months in, I'm like, well, they said that there's less than a 1% chance of the other one going. And at that point, statistics still meant shit to me.
Dude, when you're what are you, 16, 17, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you remember the things we thought at 17,
yeah,
like,
dude.
oh, that's how that works.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this'll do that.
They were like less than 1%. I was like, that's such a small percent, bro.
I like those odds.
Give me the cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm literally eating an apple in my kitchen one day, and the other one just goes, and I knew it the second it happened. I was like, there's no fucking way, bro. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. So I tell my mom, I don't even put a shirt on. I stepped into some fucking shoes I found on the ground. I got in the car. I was like, yo, call Dan over, have him watch, you know, my little siblings. We got to go to the hospital. Shit happened again. So I walk in the hospital looking like fucking crazy. No shirt, shoes hanging off. And I'm walking in there. My lung collapsed. I know. you just listen to me. My lung is popped. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? So they put me in a room. And I end up in the same hospital room on the same floor with all the same doctors, nurses. So it was like reliving a trauma almost exactly. So I'm diagnosed with PTSD, which sounds crazy to some people, but like when you have a traumatic experience and then less than a year later, it was like literally like reliving a nightmare because it was so fucking horrible. And I'm putting on all these, bro. The second time I got up one day and I was like, I'm leaving. They're like, huh? And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I started getting ready to rip shit out of me, and before I could even do that, they tranquilized me. I woke up, bro.
They tranquilized you.
Yeah, they were not fucking around.
Wait, how does that work?
They just
it like a dart?
Nah, they put some shit in my IV bag. They just squirted some shit in there, and I woke up later. Like I could think clearly, but I couldn't talk. It was freaky, and there was a clown in my room. Bro, I swear on my family that this is a real story. I'm like coming to, but it's like a drug haze. Anyone who's ever been like really bent out really knows, like, you know, sometimes you wake up the next day and you're like, how much of yesterday was real and how much was the drugs?
And you're coming out of like pain drugs too.
Yeah.
And like, that shit's loopy.
I'm on morphine and fucking every other bullshit. So I'm coming like Xanax, everything. And I come to, and there's a fucking man like in a shitty clown costume, bro. He had like Skechers on with like shower loofah balls taped to him instead of like the clown shoes.
And so he was like a Joaquin Phoenix like clown.
Yeah, it was like
the
it was like Patch Adams' like shitty stepbrother or something.
Yeah.
And he comes in, he's trying to make me laugh and stuff. I'm tripping my ass off, and I'm like I can't even speak. I'm just moaning like trying to sound like, yo, get him the fuck out of here, bro. I don't fuck with you. Like, I appreciate.
Fuck off, Stephen King.
So
get out of my room.
I wake up, like, I go back to sleep, and I wake up, and I'm finally, like, coming to. I'm, like, feeling more sober, and I'm like, Mom, those drugs are fucking crazy. I was hallucinating. Like, I saw a clown and shit, and she was like, no, that was real. He was in here. And I was like, huh? He was like, yeah, he's just a volunteer. He likes to come to the pediatric intensive care unit and just, like, try and cheer the kids up. And I was like,
Didn't work.
I guess that's better than me hallucinating a whole ass clown. But I was like, bad fucking timing, bro. And so I got out of the hospital the second time, and I was just so fucked up. Depersonalization, derealization. I had a couple psychotic episodes where it's like, I am no longer really sure what's reality and what is delusion or whatever. So I'm fucked. And then I just have good friends and good family. They held me the fuck down, and I was like, you know what? You know, there were times where I really didn't want to be here, but I didn't want to hurt the people that I loved, so I stuck it out for them. But there, you know, I wrote the note. You know what I'm saying? I wrote the note. I left it under my door, and I was ready to fucking. I told my best friend, I was like, yo.
Was this after all that, or?
Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I'm ready to, you know, sign off, I think. And they were like, bro, please don't, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, bro, see my mom cry like that and shit. I was just like, fucking hell. Like, all right, this sucks. And it was the worst hell. I wouldn't wish that on my fucking worst enemy. Just because mental pain can be so much worse than physical pain. Honestly. Like,
it manifests physical pain, too.
It does.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't turn off the mental pain sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, and a lot of people, you know, know what the fuck I'm talking about. That's why I elected to get those 2 surgeries, because I was like, well, if I'm on these drugs, it might really fuck my head up. And I would rather be in physical pain for an hour, 2 hours, whatever, than, you know, have this shit fuck me up for a week, 2 weeks, a month, 3 months, whatever. So yeah, that's how I went about that. You know, I saw help.
You told your friend about it.
Yeah.
Did people stop? Like, is that how it stopped? Like, people stopped you, or
not physically? Last minute, I was kind of like not sure really how I wanted to do it, and I was like, you know, my mom had taken, you know, I used to collect knives. My mom fucking took all those shits. I was like, goddamn, like, you know, what am I gonna? I just didn't want to be there. I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to be alive. You know what I mean? It's not that I wanted to die, because I was still scared to die, but anything would be better than feeling the way I felt. You know what I mean? There was, at that point, that's really how I felt. I was like, dude, anything would be better than living, like being a prisoner in my own thoughts, being a prisoner in my own head, not being able to. And now I'm so fucking familiar with my anxiety, my post-traumatic stress, with my depression, where it's like, I know you fuckers now, all right? Like, and y'all are still in the car, but I'm driving. You know what I mean? Like,
I like how you say things.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a good visual to put on it.
Like,
I don't know what you mean though on that first thing you said.
What do you
mean? I think this is important because, you know, I like on this podcast when shit I am not expecting kind of happens because we talk it out, right? Like, this is not like, hey, Ashtin, we're gonna go through 10 questions right now, so you see the bullet points. Like, this is just like, you know, we're shooting the shit, and where it goes, it goes. I don't even know where we started this, so we'll maybe loop back, maybe we won't. Yeah. But I've been very interested in some of the people I've had in here taking me inside of mental thoughts across the spectrum that they've had. That I'm like, oh wow, you know, I have all my own fucking issues, trust me. But like, I'm like, man, that's interesting. I never knew that, or like, I didn't know what that was. So when you say like, I didn't want to die, but I didn't want to be alive anymore. Yeah. I'm almost confused by that. And it's not the first time I've heard that, but I've never asked about that.
So,
you know?
It's like, it's like knowing that you have 2 options and you don't really like either of them. You know what I mean? Almost like some kind of election or something. No, I'm just kidding.
I will retweet that one, my man.
No, so it's like when I'm comparing the election to like suicidal ideation. Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Kids, don't do drugs.
That was all. I'm gonna use that. That's great.
Thank you.
That's great. I had Ashtin Larold in here. He said Trump and Biden are suicide or death.
Like, so I'm sitting there and I was just like, I every day is miserable. From the moment I can't sleep at night, but sleep is the only time where my head isn't fucking tormenting me. And it's just it's hard to even put into words because
so you were able to sleep though.
I mean, it would usually end up being because sleep deprivation too is not a good thing to throw on top of mental health issues. But my shit would keep me up for 2 days, and then my mental shit would keep getting worse and worse and worse because I wasn't fucking sleeping. And then I'd crash. And I'd wake up at 6 p.m. on a fucking Wednesday and be like, where the fuck am I? You know, whatever. And dude, all of that time period is very hazy to me. But the overwhelming why drugs freak me out is like once you're on the ride, once you strap into King Dakar and the fucking thing takes off, you get off when it's done. If you're halfway up and you go, fuck, I hate this. I fucking hate this. That sucks, pal. You're on this fucking ride. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're on, okay?
Yeah.
You get off when it's time, when they fucking get you off. And with drugs and anxiety and shit, it's kind of similar. Once you're in it, as much as you fucking hate it, as much as you want it to be over, you gotta ride it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I do Molly, I'm on Molly for 8 hours, at least. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? There is no halfway through, I'm having a bad time, I'm off Molly. Nope. That's not how drugs work. And I think the combination of, you know, psychotic depression, which is, oh, fucking, thank God. That was a very short period of my life where I was actually, like, delusional and shit. But you have that mixed with anxiety, mixed with, like, severe anxiety and severe depression. And it literally feels like you're on drugs. It feels like you're going fucking crazy. You're not sure, like, what thoughts to listen to, blah, blah, blah. And I felt like I was going fucking crazy, and that thought was so scary to me that I was so focused in. Like, I feel like I'm going fucking insane. And, you know, I'd read these forums online, and it never ends. It keeps going. It's like, my mom would always be like, you know, the only people who are growing and writing on these fucking forums are people who, like, aren't getting better. Like, people who got better aren't coming on the forums and saying, I feel fine now. So I was like, but at the time I couldn't think rationally. I wasn't in my right mind to be making any type of decisions or anything like that. So when I say, like, I didn't want to be alive, that's why I didn't want to be alive. Every day was fucking hell. But I didn't want to die because I knew, like, that was it. I'm not a religious person. So for me, you pull that trigger, it's game the fuck over for me. There is no, and, you know, the saying that suicide is a permanent, you know, answer to a temporary problem kind of rings true. But it was like I wanted to see if the ride would get better. As much as I fucking hated it, I was just like, dude, I'm like, and part of it was like I was scared to kill myself. But I didn't want to be alive, and I didn't want to die. But it was like the scales were constantly going back and forth, like, oh fuck, like which way am I gonna go? And
you sat down and you wrote the note.
Yeah.
Like you were close.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. A couple of times. But, you know, with the support, the help of my family, the fucking wonderful therapist I have.
You've been with someone for a very long time, I take it?
Yeah, she's been my therapist since I was like 17 or so.
That's awesome.
And I think that's to me, that's the most important thing is finding. I went through 13 or 14 therapists before I finally found one that I was like, this is the person that's going to help me. And I think that's really important.
I've heard that a lot, man.
Yeah. You have to find someone that works with you.
But I've heard also that, like, people, and not to, like, shit on a profession, we don't want to do that, but people go through a lot of shitty therapists who, again, we kind of talked about the one thing earlier, like they throw a pill at the problem or something. Yeah. You know, and it's like, it's almost like, all right, we got an hour. Yeah. You know, so you got to find the person who's like,
You got to find the person that's a person. You got to find a human being that you connect with, because at the end of the day, bro, therapy is just guided venting a lot of the time. You know what I mean? They're giving you suggestions and stuff, but it just feels good to be heard. And for someone, the biggest thing for me was like, I feel like I'm going crazy. And she was like, you're not. You're not going crazy. You feel this way. Crazy people, first of all, aren't scared of going crazy, because crazy people don't fucking know that they're crazy. And when she said that, and I was like, damn. And then I was like, well, because I was having really severe depersonalization and derealization, like sort of to a delusional point where I was like convinced I wasn't real. I was convinced everything wasn't real, or this was all a bad dream or whatever. She was like, that's a coping mechanism, but let's just say it is a dream. It's always been a dream. It's never been real. It's always been fake. And you're not real. And, you know, whatever. Because I would always be like, oh, well, you know, if none of this is real and you're telling me it's real, it's just because the illusion wants to keep me locked in here. You know what I mean? Like, I would find an answer for fucking everything. But then I just started thinking, like, it's not a bad illusion. I got a great family. I have great friends. Like, I wasn't scared of it being a simulation. I was scared of the feeling that I was going crazy, and scared of the idea that that's a crazy fucking thought to have.
You're putting that thought in your head.
Yeah.
Because and then it's like a snowball.
Yeah.
It just kind of...
Like, you're thinking the crazy shit again. You're going crazy. This means I was getting checked out for schizophrenia and shit, which I don't have, by the way. But, yeah. And I just ended up sort of realizing, like, yo, sometimes when shit is not going your way, you just got to let it not go your way. You know what I mean? Because you could fight an acid trip all you want. You could be the strongest fucking, most jack fucking guy in the game. You could be a strong you could be a mentally strong motherfucker too. You could try and fight off a bad acid trip. Or you could try and take the fucking restraints off you on King Dakar. Fight it all the fuck you want, bro. Those things are staying on. You know what I'm saying? If you're midway through an anxiety attack and it's a bad one, guess what? You might have to ride it out, and it might fucking suck, but it's not going to kill you. And once you accept that shit and just go, all right, I'm going to feel uncomfortable for an hour or so. Really uncomfortable. And I'm going to really want it to stop, but it's not going to stop until I calm down. And the first step to calming down is going, you're not going to die, it's uncomfortable, blah, 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 but just let it be uncomfortable. Life wasn't always supposed to be comfortable, and I think that, you know, I don't know. I'm sort of babbling, but like it's
no, this is really good.
It's that's just my take on mental health. That's how it's helped. It's what helped me. You know, I've seen other people deal with it differently. I know people who swear by medication. And listen, bro, at the end of the day, if you are happy, if you are good, if you're content and you're living your life in a good way that's not hurting other people, fuck my opinion. Fuck, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Do what works for you. That's what worked for me. That's my 2 cents on it. But, you know, mental health varies because every person's different, so.
I'm just getting reminded, listening to some of this, to a conversation I had recently in here. I had my buddy Grant Wiley in here probably about 2 months ago, who's just... He's one of my favorite people ever. Just a beautiful guy. Total, you want to talk about open book? Like, you and him would go all day. He really, like, no secrets, just kind of calls it like it is. But he was one of the best college football linebackers ever. Mm-hmm. Played at West Virginia back, said you're not a big sports guy, but he was back early 2000s, like 2000 through 2003. So... 1999, Michael Vick wins Big East Rookie of the Year. 2000, Grant Wiley wins Big East Rookie of the Year.
All right.
So
that puts it in perspective.
Yeah, pretty good. You know Michael Vick. I know that one. So he really surprised me with how much he went into some of his thoughts in college when he was having this great career. Yeah. You know, you watch this guy on ESPN, it's like, oh, he has everything, right?
Right.
And then, just like everyone, behind the scenes, there's shit, right? And there's things you deal with. And so I don't need to get into the full context of the whole thing that happened with him, but there were a bunch of things. And then one thing that really kind of put it over the top. And he talked about that suicidal thought moment or whatever. Because, you know, it's not to be macabre, if that's the word, or morbid or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, but it's something I'm always so curious about because I think I've seen so many great people who have committed suicide.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not because they're they're bad people or what at all.
Yeah.
It's just like sometimes people are so busy taking care of everyone else that they don't take care of themselves, and they can't get over that hump. And when you're alone in a room by yourself with your thoughts, I think all of us can understand that's a dangerous thing. But
I think what's worse is when you're in a room full of people and you're still alone with your thoughts. That was the worst for me, is when...
Wait, can you actually explain that real fast before
yeah,
I get to this?
I mean, when your mental state is so bad that you're in a room full of people and you can't even focus on a conversation. You can't be in the moment. You're not living in the moment. You're in your head, and you feel fucking... You don't even want to be there. You'd rather be alone, because it's easier to just fucking deal with this shit alone and not have to try and pretend that you're okay and not have to try and put on appearances or, let other people think you're okay, or you don't want to fucking ruin the mood of the party or whatever. But like, I also think that, like you were saying, a lot of artists, seems like a lot of artists kill themselves, and I think
we were saying that off camera earlier.
Yeah. And like, for me as an artist, I have to spend a lot of time with myself. I'm super in tune with myself. I'm very familiar with myself in a way that I don't know if other people are. I've never been in another person's head or another person's body, so I don't know. But I'm very introspective, and when other, I feel like part of me as an artist is I feel things in a very saturated way. I have a fucking temper. I get pissed off easy, and then I calm down quick. I feel I can go from absolutely elated, having a fucking amazing night, to crying, sobbing about some shit that happened fucking 8 months ago, 2 years ago, 6 years ago. Because it just feels like it's still happening. I feel very intensely.
So you're saying that it doesn't matter whether it's just you, alone in the room, right, or, if you're around a lot of people, it can just kind of happen at the snap of a finger.
That's real mental illness.
That's interesting.
For sure. Like, and it's less likely. And now I'm a lot better. And my friend, dude, like I said, bro, my friends know me. If I'm having a panic attack, I'll straight up tell my friends, yo, having a panic attack, I gotta go. You know what I mean? Once I get it out, once I know, I don't have to pretend that I'm okay right now.
Yeah.
I can just go into a different room and fucking veg out and just let it pass. But I'm not alone in that room anymore, because now I know that these people know me, because I didn't hide it, because I told them up front. I opened up. I was like, this is who I am. This is what I'm dealing with, and they chose to stick by me. So why the fuck would I hide it now? You know what I mean? They already know, they know what my shit. They know who I am. They know what I deal with. They're still my friends. So I don't have to be afraid to open up to them and go, yeah, man, like I don't know what it is. I don't know why I'm freaking out right now, but I'm fucking tweaking. Or, yeah, dude, I don't know. I was having a good time, and now all of a sudden I'm just, I don't know. I'm upset. I'm sad. I'm annoyed. I'm pissed. I'm in a bad mood.
I understand what you mean now.
Yeah.
By the way, with that room, like you have a lot of people in the room, and it doesn't matter. Like you can just kind of shift and be like, all right, I'm all alone.
Yeah.
I didn't get that at first, and now I want to tie that to it, because I think the context is when you start feeling alone around people. Yeah. Then you actually get to the room alone. Yeah. And that's where it can happen. Yeah. That's where people do it. It's not like a lot. I mean, there are some cases where people do this. It's not like a lot of people walk into the middle of like their friend's house and go, hey, bye everyone, and shoot themselves. They do it alone somewhere, right? So, like with Grant, that one example I was given, he talked about with his one precipitous event, like he'd sit alone in the room. Mind you, this is a middle linebacker in 2000, before they really cared about concussions, who's just running like a human battering ram every play into big CTE people. Right? Exactly, right? Yeah. So like all this shit, and you're mad all the time. Right. Like his head cleared up so much after he played football. Yeah. Because it's like, oh wow, I'm not doing this every day. Right. So he's got this time alone at night, and he talked about, he lived with a bunch of his teammates, and they had a weapon for protection, and he would play with it. Yeah. And I asked him, I was like, did you think you were going to use it? Yeah. And he was adamant. He said no. So on the one hand, like he wasn't there.
Yeah.
But he was, and I was like, well, why not? And he goes, because it was almost like you're in this place where you feel alone in that room, big time.
Yeah.
And it just reminds me a lot of what you said, now that I have context with it, of like not wanting to live but not wanting to die.
Yeah.
Very, very similar, because he's like, you're alone, but you don't want to do it.
Yeah.
You just have to accept that like you have the ability to.
Yeah.
Which is a really fucking crazy thing that can fuck with your head.
That's fucking crazy, because I always used to say when I was suicidal, I wish it wasn't an option. I always used to say that. Like, bro, because it's fucking wild, bro, because a lot of my anxiety is rooted in fear of losing control, fear of dying, fear of, I'm dying young or dying in a way that I don't want to, or blah, blah, blah. And it's weird that there's a dichotomy there, that you have this juxtaposition of like, well, how come someone whose anxiety is all based and rooted in, them not wanting to die, how are they so anxious that they're about to end their life? You know what I mean? It doesn't even fucking make sense, But it was what it was, and I think I'm grateful for that cough syrup experience. I'm grateful for my lungs collapsing. I'm grateful for being suicidal. I'm grateful for dealing with depression. I think that my therapist said something interesting to me when COVID all started, because I hadn't seen her in a while. And when COVID started, bro, before we knew anything about this, it was this fucking big, scary monster. You know what I mean? Before we knew anything about it, we're just seeing fucking footage of mass graves and all types of crazy shit.
That was a wild time, man.
Well, I'm thinking, fuck, it's a respiratory disease. If I get it, I'm going to be hospitalized. And my security net, my safety net, my fucking support system is other people. And I can't be around them right now. And if I do have to go to the hospital for COVID, I'm not going to be able to talk to my mom or hold her hand or do whatever. I'm going to be fucking in there by myself with my thoughts. And to me, that was like, fuck. So I'm calling my therapist and we're doing remote sessions or whatever. But she was like, you're handling it better than a lot of people. And I think a lot of that was because this was a lot of people's first real bout with some severe anxiety or some severe depression, or really having to be alone with yourself. You know what I mean? When I'm used to it. So for me, it was like, okay, yeah, it was really bad in the beginning. I was really fucking anxious. I was about to go back on medicine. I was thinking about going inpatient, whatever. And then a couple weeks went by. I figured out, I got in my fucking groove. I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do.
Did you have anyone around?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right, so you had some people. You weren't like on an island.
No, but I was with my family. And, they're my fucking support system too. So I was worried, when they were still going to work and stuff, I was like, God forbid, you know what I mean? Because I know people who've lost loved ones from this. And yeah, so I just think having this, you know what I mean? Like, I just had to go to the hospital a few weeks ago for some medical shit. I was terrified before I went. And then I got there, I was fucking terrified. And it was miserable. I hated it. I was anxious the whole fucking time. Then I got home and I went, damn, you did that shit. 4 years ago, that shit would have fucked you up for a whole month. And as soon as I got out, I was back to me. You know what I'm saying? 4 years ago, that would have fucked me up for a month. You know what I mean? Just being in that situation would have left a lot of residue mentally.
Yeah. Now
it doesn't. You know what I mean? I went to the doctor the other day. Bro, I haven't seen a primary care doctor since probably like 2014.
How's that possible?
You don't gotta go.
How's that even possible?
Bro, I'm telling you.
Like, you have to do a physical at some point for something?
Nope.
I guess you're an artist.
Yeah.
You work for yourself.
Yeah, I wasn't doing shit. So I was so that was a big thing for me too, because another thing I'm scared of is like a chronic illness that's gonna put me back in the hospital where I gotta stay overnight and get all the tubes and everything. Like,
because that's your battlefield. That's where the bad shit happens.
That and drugs. It's like, so, but I did it and I come home and I'm like, damn, all right, you know what, it's like, you know what I mean? Like when you set a new PR or something at the gym, you're like, couldn't do that a while ago. Now it's not as hard. It's still work, but it's not as hard. And now the old shit doesn't feel like nothing. So that's kind of where I'm at with mental health. It's like the more shit that tries you, that you get through, you know, the old cliche, like what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Yes, but also like self-care is constant maintenance. It's not wait till you're in a crisis and then deal with it. Don't wait till the car breaks down. Get the fucking oil changed regularly. You know what I mean? Take care of the thing and it's a lot less likely to break down. And if you wait and wait and wait and wait, go to the mechanic, you ain't been to the mechanic in 4 years, you haven't changed your oil in 20,000 miles, you're going to go into that mechanic and they're going to say, you got some real shit to deal with right now, as opposed to staying on top of things and checking in with yourself. And it's so stupid, bro, that people like genderize that and politicize that. That's just for liberals, that's just for women, bro. Shut the fuck up. That shit is for people, dog. You want to be a grown-ass man who can't process his own emotions, or you know, he's lashing out at his family or his loved ones because he's repressing all this shit because he doesn't want to cry, bro. Yo, have you seen Coco? Like, dead ass, bro. If you didn't cry at Coco, go to jail. Honestly, bro, you don't belong in society. Like, there's just some shit where it's like, dog, yeah, it's sad. Guy, yo, like, dog, I don't know, bro. I'm just, my mom is one of the most important figures in my life. And I think,
that's coming across. Seriously, we haven't really talked about that, but I'm hearing it. And like that's she's your mom, but she's everything you're talking about. Like she was there for, you know, like all the bad shit.
I know everyone says they have the best mom in the world, because everyone feels that way. But like mine really is. You know what I mean?
My mom puts up with me. So I'm running for your money right there. I don't know.
Every gray hair on my mom's head is my fucking fault. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my mom. I'm sorry. I'll start paying for hair dye. I promise you. Like, no, but I think having a lot of strong female influences in my life really early on, because my parents are divorced, and you know, before my mom got with my stepdad, I was just sort of floating around, aunts, uncles, grandmas, whatever, because my mom was working. So some days I'd be with someone, some days I'd be with someone else. And I didn't have this like gender, and I, you know, not even to get political, but the whole like gender role parents thing where it's like there's the mom that lets you cry and your dad says fucking stiffen up your upper, you know what I mean, be a man. And
Eminem drop there, I see that.
Yeah, no, it's like, yeah, so I was like, I didn't really have that in some formative parts, and my stepdad's not really like, he was never the person I went to, so it was always my mom sort of guiding me through tough shit. And I'm not even gonna cap, bro, like I cry about shit, and I'm like, I'll catch myself like, damn, bro, I'm watching anime right now, like why the fuck why is this getting me, bro? You know what I mean? Like if some sad shit happens, I'm honestly, I think I cry easier at like TV shows and movies than I do about real life shit. But like, I still, bro, if some shit happens and it's like, it's overwhelming, I'm not even playing, bro. I cry. And that's like, people look at that as a sign of weakness, but I think I don't know, it just seems weird to me. Like, why is that feminine or gay or whatever? It's like, bro, I think the manliest shit you could do is cry in a room full of men as a man. Every one of those guys is either being like, that's brave, or he's judging you. And for you to have the balls to just be like, this is how I feel, or not even, you know, we don't even have to take it to like cry, but just admit you feel something that's taboo, or express emotions that, you know what I mean? And I think that's another thing. Like my friend group is so just open and accepting. And
have you had a lot of similar, like the same kind of friend group for a long time? Like a lot of long-term friends, or is it changed?
Most of my friends, I would say about half of my friends I've been friends with for about 15 years.
That's awesome.
And the other half I've probably been friends with for like 8-9 years. So
that's not normal. And that's a very,
I know.
No, but I mean that
lucky.
in a good way.
Yeah,
that's like,
I'm very lucky
to have a crew like that.
Bro,
that's awesome.
They're my family. Like, they're not my friends, bro. Like, and they know exactly who they are, man. And it's amazing, because I really do feel like I'm not big on religion or spirituality. I'm not super spiritual. I'm back and forth with destiny and fate and all that shit. But it just feels weird sometimes when I think about how everything in my life has lined up to this point where it's like, all right, if I hadn't gotten bullied out of public school and gone to Catholic school.
That's how that happened.
Yeah. So I went to Catholic school in about 5th grade. So I was getting bullied I went to Winslow. So
What'd you get bullied for?
just being weird. I was just weird. You know what I mean?
Were you small? Like,
I mean, I was skinny.
Yeah.
I wasn't like small, but it wasn't even like, I was just weird, bro. You know what I mean? I for a while.
you're an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead
I got
ass.
you.
They'd be like, yo, why are you drawing anime and shit? And I'd be like, now anime is cool, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Like,
fuck you.
yeah, dead ass. Fuck you. But no, so I went to Catholic school, and that was weird too, because I wasn't raised religious, so I didn't really know what the fuck was going on. And like, high key, like, being into religion at that stage in Catholic school was like kind of in, like, you know, like, this God shit's lit. Like,
Yo, that's your next song. This
like,
God shit's lit.
yeah, I'm dropping a Christian album, bro.
Hey, Yeezy did it. You can do it.
But like, bro,
I believe in you.
One of my best friends now, when we met, we fucking hated, because I was a pussy, bro. Like, I was weird. I was a weird kid, bro. And I was soft, and his name's Dan. I'm hanging out with him tomorrow. Shout out Dan. Everyone, most of my like hardcore fans know Dan Comer. Shout out Dan Comer. We fucking did not get along at first, and they would like come to physical fighting. And he said that he was like, bro, you were such a pussy. But he's told me one time that the first time he respected me, I walked down my friend's fucking basement, and this bitch throws a fucking sneaker at my head and just it split my lip open. I'm pissed off, so I start trying to fight him, and he's just beating the shit out of me. You know, it's like kid fighting. Like, our fists weigh 6 ounces, you know what I mean? So we're just punching each other and wrestling or whatever. But he was like, bro, you were crying, but you kept getting back up and kept trying to fight me while I was continuing to just physically dominate you. And I was like, hey, thanks, man. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, bro, that's my guy, bro. He's seen me at my most vulnerable. I've seen him. People respect people who keep coming. Yeah.
You know, and it sounds like a stupid thing because it's a kid fight, right? Like, we all laugh on those. We all had them,
right?
Like, you're like, holy shit, wow, didn't know what I was
red
doing.
in the face, crying,
but you're going, and it's you know, we're all animals at the end of the day, and there's this thing that happens where there's that respect, like, oh wow, you know, like my buddy Mike Spear and me, when we would black out in college or come very close, you know, we get after it a little bit. Mike Spears is 6'. I mean, he's been on here, but he was bigger back then. He was a 6'3" Division I football lineman. You know, who do you think was winning that one? Not me. Right. You know, but it's almost like he's like, wow, this dumbass is crazy enough to like actually like stand up with some of this shit. Okay, all right. No, I'll fuck with him.
Yeah, that's something, bro. There's definitely something there. Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, bro, like. I've been friends with these people for what feels like my whole life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I was friends with them at 10 years old, and now I'm in one of, you know, I'm going to be a groomsman at one of their weddings. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's the coolest shit.
It's fucking crazy,
that's
bro.
That's the coolest shit.
It's fucking wild. Because I probably have, like, 8 to 10 people from grade school that I'm still really, really, really fucking close with. And then probably another 8 to 10 people from high school that I'm still really, really, really fucking close with. And these people are not under any sort of illusions about who I am. You know what I mean? The dumbass fucking who's still pursuing, you know what I mean? Like, I was willing to go, fuck it. I'm gonna, you know, I always got good grades. I was in AP classes, honors classes, and everything like that. My whole family always was like, Ivy League for you. I was like, I want to do it.
Really?
Yeah. No, I wanted to be a marine biologist. I'm super into, like, I have like a whole streaming service.
God damn, you're an artist, man. You have no idea. You have no idea. That's exactly what I would expect. If you would, like, I wouldn't expect, like, I was going to go to Penn. Yeah. Wouldn't expect that. But then, like, oh, what do you want to do? Yo, marine biology is lit, bro. Yeah. That is like, with the dolphins and shit, that's exactly what I expected.
I wanted to do some shit like that. And like I said, I was in honors AP pretty much my whole life. Like high school and all that, I was in advanced classes and stuff when I was young, gifted and talented, all that bullshit. And I was good at school, but I never, and there's no fucking way to say this without sounding like a pretentious dickhead, but like I was pretty smart just naturally. I didn't have to apply myself at school. And because of that,
it comes across in your writing.
Yeah, well, but what's crazy is like, because of that, because school came easy to me, I never did my fucking homework. I was likable. People liked me, so I would just be like, yo, can I just get your homework? I was a good test taker, so I didn't really have to study. So my time management and organizational skills don't fucking exist. I'm literally a grown-ass child, bro. I'm a grown-ass child. I go, like, quarantine has been helpful for me because I used to do some shit. Like, I'd have a studio session or a video shoot or a photo shoot, and my friend would be like, yo, we just went to the thrift store and we got an electric wheelchair. Or like, yo, we just hit this fireworks store. We're going to blow up this. We found this old TV. We're going to blow up this TV. We're going to try and blow the whole thing up with fireworks. I'd call my engineer and I'd be like, my tire's flat. Or like some shit. You know what I mean? And I'd be like, I got to... we reschedule because
you don't understand. A song is gonna come out of this.
Yeah, no, and it's like, bro, because I don't have a real job with real expectations or obligations. It's like art is whenever. Art is whenever the fuck I'm feeling artsy. And a lot of the times I feel like getting drunk and doing dumb ass bullshit.
How often do you because you're not, and frankly most artists are like this, like you're not like organized in that way as you're describing, but there's still a process. Like, okay, I need to go to the studio, I need to get X done by X date. Like there's still some of that.
I don't even have that.
You don't do that at all?
No.
So what is your process? Like, are you like, all right, I'm feeling it, let's hit the studio all week this week because like this is the week?
Yeah, it's very, bro, like I said, man, like I work in extremes. When I'm going, I'm on. And I'm just there, and it works. And when I'm not, yo, what are you doing today? All right, bet. You wanna grab drinks? That's it. Yo, what are you doing today? Nothing. You wanna grab an Airbnb? Let's go skiing or something. Like, you know what I mean? Just like, I think a lot of artists, because we live in this era where you gotta feed this algorithm, this fucking endlessly ravenous, voracious fucking algorithm that just feeds and feeds and feeds, and you gotta feed it if you want to remain relevant. Fuck that shit. Stop getting caught up in that. Don't get caught up in the you have to release. Listen, if you want to, you're gonna grow faster, for sure. But do not feel like you have to feed this fucking algorithm, because you're never gonna feed it. It's always hungry. And I see so many people cranking shit out and being like, damn, I wish I had more time to work on it. Motherfucker, you do. You made that deadline. You're your boss. Move it, fucker. Like, go hang out, bro. What are you writing about? If all you do is grind, no one can relate to a like 99% of fucking civilians don't want to hear, man, I spend all my time grinding and fucking writing and rapping. Like, bro, cool. That might be cool for a song or two, you know, express that. But if you're not living an interesting life, you can't make interesting art. If you're not doing cool, different shit, if you're a bland-ass fucking uncooked mozzarella stick of a person, like, you can't write anything interesting. You gotta do weird shit. Like, fuck it. You want to make good art, be a weird person. Like, you gotta just not live a normal life. You have to do different shit, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. Like, if you spend all your time grinding, this, that, and the third, congratulations, bro. You got a 9 to 5. Like, that's the whole reason I didn't want to get in. Like, fuck all that shit. I dropped the fuck out of college, and I was like, I'm doing this. I'm getting tattoos that are job killers, so I don't even don't give me a safety net, because my lazy ass will be like, well, I mean, if this doesn't work out, no, fuck that. It has to work out. Yeah, it will work out, because like it's gonna, because this is what I've been doing for my whole life, and I've seen the growth, and I've seen all of them, like this 1 in a million mentality where it's only 1 in a million people make it. Well, then how come all of my friends that I started doing this shit with, all of my peers that I was doing this with for 5 years, how come they're all making a living off of it now? I thought it was 1 in a million.
It's not
just,
one.
you know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
If you have the
It's more than
talent
that.
and the personality and the drive,
So 330 people in this whole country are making good music right now.
exactly. That's just not. You know what I'm
It's the
saying?
dumbest thing I've ever heard in my
Yeah.
life. Like we talked about earlier. Everyone listens to music. You listen to it all the time. A lot of people do like bending genres now and everything, and we see it and stuff. But
Bro, and you don't even have to be like, a lot of people have this sort of black and white image when it comes to music. You're either a struggling, starving artist or you're fucking Drake. It's like,
there's a big middle ground.
I know so many people who you probably wouldn't know, who I'm either friends with or like, I would consider them semi-famous. You know what I mean? Because I know them. They have a massive fucking audience, but you ask, they're not a household name, and they're making more than most 9-to-5s pay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I got no college debt. I got, you know what I mean? I own all my own shit. I'm my own boss. I do whatever the fuck I want.
And we talked about this earlier when you first got here, but like you're here for people that are listening and not watching right now. I'm holding my hand up like at my eye level, right?
Yeah.
There are a lot of artists who may have talent or whatever, and they're kind of here. They're down at the table, right? Because everyone, just like you did, you have to start off zero.
Yeah, you have to start.
And then the top is post, like the guys who have all the attention. You're not there,
Yeah.
but you got 7-figure streams here. Like you have a known name. All it takes is like that one. Like
all it takes is for fucking Spotify to start paying me, because I got 7-figure streams, but I'm not making 7 figures. So
fair, fair,
yeah.
and because look, it takes money to make money.
It does.
It takes money to put
It
behind
does.
money to make money. Which
Absolutely.
I know the music industry well. Some of the things I've learned over the last few years, getting
pretty
involved with
funny.
some of those people.
It's
Holy
pretty funny.
shit!
Yeah.
Like if people and no disrespect whatsoever to Taylor Swift saying this, because obviously, like, she's an incredible artist, so no disrespect. But if people knew the fucking money that went behind her every time she drops an album, every song, but every album, I know that number.
Yeah.
Woo, baby! Like you can't. The regular person. The person who's even like got a lot of attention like you, to say nothing of the people who are like trying to make it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's tough competing with that. So number one,
I would say it's impossible.
It's pretty impossible.
Yeah.
But number one, you got to be great, and number two, you got to have that moment. So you got to create a lot of moments here and there and here and there and here and there to get to that moment. But I don't. Before we get to that, I don't want to get off one point that I think is important to kind of close this whole part of the conversation we just had together, because to me I really appreciated that. That was so important to go through all that, because it takes people up here with you and how you approach this thing.
Right.
Like we haven't even talked about your lyrics, and,
I know.
and your writing is
Yeah.
incredible.
Thank you.
And now I understand it too. I thought about some of the lyrics in Broken. I mean, aptly named song.
Yeah.
And I understand now.
Yeah.
So looking at it though, you mentioned earlier, and I think we had talked about it before the podcast, but a lot of artists are sad people. A lot of artists have tragedy and stuff. And sometimes you can risk this being overstated, but I can't tell you how much I agree with that, and I've talked about that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's not just music. It's a lot of different things. And I think
And a lot of art forms, painting, motherfucker. Like,
dude,
you know what I'm saying? Poetry.
Look through history.
Authors. Yeah.
Vincent van Gogh was fucking miserable. Michelangelo sat on his neck craning for like, I don't know, 6 fucking years painting the Sistine Chapel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever been there, but that shit's insane. I can't
haven't
imagine
been.
that shit on drugs, but
Yeah.
sober it was insane.
Yeah.
So like it's lit when you do that. But like so many of these guys and women over time, I said something like this earlier, but it's almost like they're so busy trying to put a smile on other people's faces that they forget to put one on their own.
Yeah.
And, you even look at a guy like Robin Williams. Robin Williams, who's one of the greatest actors you'll ever see, one of the naturally funniest people you will ever encounter, who battled this in his head, and he never told anyone, because that's not what he felt like he was put here to do. He felt like, I'm here to make people laugh.
Right.
And then it's so sad that after they're gone or after something happens, you're like, oh, I wish,
Right.
the people around them. And it's a shame to live with that, but I think about that a lot, because I had mentioned at the beginning going through your records heavily, like a year and a half ago. and Sydney had showed them to me. And so I remember listening, like I'm a writer. That's what I do by trade before I did this shit. But, you know, I remember listening to the lyrics over and over again. And I listened to your shit and nothing else for about 2 weeks. I listened to you in the gym, which was interesting.
Damn.
Yeah. Like in the, I'm weird with music in the gym. So like, I wouldn't even expect like all these different vibes to like, I'll just bump Ashtin, but I did. And I would listen to the writing and everything. And I like being a detective and deducing where people are coming from. Yeah. But I put together this picture of this kid who clearly like had and you say you rap about that in your songs, like I'm just a kid, a blank, but I like that visual, but clearly had like some kind of great foundation. And now I get the blanks filled in with that today, talking about like your mom and your grandma and stuff.
For sure.
But somewhere along the way, you know, whether it was other people, could have been some of the bullying stuff or whatever, or certain things that just happen in life, like you get all these thoughts in your head and you get these demons and stuff. And maybe what I probably would have been wrong about is like the talking about it part, which you're so open and comfortable with and clearly have been for a long time. I didn't get that right. I wouldn't have thought that. I would have thought this guy's a little more closed off. But I saw it in the art and the writing, and then even the fucking sound of the song. Like you take those opening 3 bars from Broken, and you put that shit in your fucking head, and then you fucking come on, and the voice is exactly what you expect it's gonna be. And then you put those lyrics with it. I'm gonna butcher a couple of them, so I won't say them right now, but you can go through them, and you're like, yo, this kid in some ways is like pointing out his own reality, crying for help on some things, and also like putting his soul into a song in a way that other people, even if they have a different experience in life, can sit there and be like, yo, what he's saying, I fuck with that. Heavy.
And I think
that's special.
I'm way better at making sad and angry music than I am at any other type. Like that's one thing you'll find is there's not a whole lot of happy songs on my in my discography.
I think Grew Up's kind of happy.
I like Grew Up, yeah.
Grew Up's kind of happy. That's a good song.
That's probably one of my favorite songs I've ever written. But even Grew Up, it was like a bittersweet thing, like missing all faces because they don't come around. The Lost Boys ain't the same age somehow. We grew up. That's like, for me, damn, you know what I mean? Like looking back and being like, bro, it feels like fucking yesterday. I was like, Mom, can I get off the bus at Dan's house instead of my house? And we're gonna go ride bikes and eat Slim Jims. Like, you know what I mean? And that transferring into experimenting with drugs and alcohol at a young age and just feeling like, bro, I really feel like I did a lot more in my life than a lot of people. I feel like I've lived a lot more because, and bro, that could sound pretentious or condescending.
No, I agree with you 100%.
I feel like I lived a lot of life, and I'm proud of that. I'm grateful for that. And my goal with all this music shit, man, is for me, like I said, I'm dog shit with time management and all that. The pandemic has only highlighted this, but what's always been really important to me is time. That's like my love language, you know what I mean? Quality time. I like spending time with the people that are important to me. So when I'm in a vacuum, I can't see all my friends, I can't see the people I care about. I realize, like, fuck, bro. So the whole reason that I want to get money, that I want to be paid to a point where I don't have to worry about a surprise fucking whatever expense or some shit, where for me, financial freedom is when money isn't a stressor in your life. Yes. Because money's been a stressor in my life for a long time. Yes. And once that goes away, I'm now my own boss and I'm making enough money that I don't have to worry. It's not a thing that it doesn't add to the list. Excuse me.
I've been doing it all day over here. I'm just better at getting it away from the mic because I do this for a living.
Dude, I was like, the whole reason I want to do this is that, so, one, I would like to be able to put my friends on as well. I don't want my mom to have to work until she's really fucking old. I want to pay her back for everything that she's given me. I want to pay my friends back for everything they've given me. And I really want to be able to just spend time being happy. Because for me, like I said, bro, I'm not spiritual, I'm not religious, so I don't really, I guess depending on the day, depending on my mood, I'm either atheist or agnostic. Just really depends. But because I feel like this is a finite amount of time that we have, I don't, and the older I get, the more my fucking tolerance for fucking bullshit ass people.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking miserable person, if my interactions with you make me feel negative consistently, get the fuck out of my life, bro. There's no love lost. I don't wish you harm. I don't wish you death, or I still want you to succeed, but we're not meshing like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you in my life. And you might, you know what I mean? That might upset you or offend you. I'm sorry. But I have a finite amount of time on this fucking earth, and I want to spend the least amount of that time upset, annoyed, frustrated, pissed off, scared, whatever. If you bring that shit into my life, I don't fucking want you in my life. I want to spend time with the good ass people that I've been with for years and years and years, that still to this day when I'm with them, I get that sort of childish, carefree, fun, safety, those are my people, bro. That's my family.
You can let loose.
Yeah, and I'm just me. You know what I mean? I'm not Ashtin Larold, I'm Jeremy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I didn't ask you that at the beginning, but you know, when you're around your friends, they call you Jeremy?
Yeah. Not even. Bro, I think about that sometimes, how few people actually call me straight up Jeremy. It's usually Yerp or Germ or Big Yerm or Big Yerm, Big Yerp, Big Germ, Yerp, Yerm. Like, so few fucking people call me Jeremy. It's like,
what was the first one?
Germ? Yeah, Germ. I like that. Yeah. Yo, Germ.
I think I'm gonna call you Germ. I like that.
Bet, bro. Hell yeah. Welcome to the club, bro.
Because it's almost like, you know, and I don't know how different artists deal with this, because I've never had a stage name or whatever. Yeah. But you know, you think about Post Malone. Does he want to be called Post? I mean, that is his last name technically, right? So it's like not too far off. But he would just be called Austin. Right. Like, you hear him talk in interviews, when he says something funny for effect in third person, he says like Austin, Austy.
Yeah.
You kind of, like, I wonder how people deal with that sometimes, because people know you as Ashtin. So it's like, for that is what you want them to do in a way, but it's still like,
yeah,
they don't know you. You know what I mean?
For me personally, it's like, I feel not offended, because like I'm not easily offended. But like, if I don't know you, bro, and you hit me up on some, hey Jeremy, did you Google that? You know what I mean? Why do you even know that, bro? Like, it's not that out there. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
And it's weird because it feels like you have some sort of like, I don't know, like a plan. Like, you're gonna get close to me by calling. Like, I'm gonna be like, oh wow, you did your research, Sonny. Like, I'm gonna.
You did the how to win friends and influence people thing going on.
Yeah, it's like, bro, I'm not. If you don't know me like that, just fucking call me Ashtin, because that's who you know. You don't know Jeremy. You know what I'm saying? And it used to be that Ashtin was literally just the name. The whole reason I even Ashtin Larold is.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
On a dare.
What do you mean on a dare?
Do you familiar with Dave Chappelle and like the Chappelle show? So you know Ashy Larry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's where you got the name.
Yo, me and my friend were high as fucking giraffe pussy.
How old were you?
Probably like 15.
So you went.
My rap name before that was I think it was Skin and Bones, bro. I was real skinny.
Yo, I was the White Preacher, so I got you beat.
All right, that was
lit. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. So we're high as fucking hell, bro, and we were watching. I don't even know if we were watching that shit, but my boy Chris used to call my one friend Ashy Larry because he would smoke, and every time he smoked the Dutch, bro, it was like his lips got ashy, and I was like, dog, like, what is that, bro? Like, is your like, I've never seen Cottonmouth manifest on the lips like that, bro. You need cocoa butter fucking toothpaste or some shit, like. And he would call him Ashy Larry, and we were high as fuck one time, and I don't know why, but we were like, yo, like, what if Ashy Larry was like British nobility? And we were like, his name would be Ashtin Larold. And like,
Ashtin Larold?
Yeah, and it was very much like, oh shit, that's really, and the idea of like the character Ashy Larry as a British nobleman or some shit was so funny, and my friend was like, yo, I dare you to change your name on SoundCloud or that shit.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and so that's how it happened, and...
I'm gonna call you Ashtin Larold.
Yeah, bro. We were like, that'd be so fucking funny. But
and you're the opposite. It makes it better. You're like the opposite. I mean that in a good way.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm definitely...
In no way, zero pretentiousness about that bullshit. Just like, all right, let's live.
Nah, I'm a trash man, bro. Throw me in the trash when I die. That ass.
Oh, my God. Wow. So...
Frank Reynolds is my spirit animal.
Wait, who's Frank Reynolds?
Always Sunny. Danny DeVito's character.
Yeah,
bro, I'm such a fucking Always Sunny.
Frank Reynolds and that show, Always Sunny, and Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
And then... Oh, what's the other one? The Office.
I love The Office.
Those three.
That's one of the whitest traits about me is like
I
fuck with mayonnaise a lot. I really do. I'm not just saying that. I really do like mayonnaise.
Man, I haven't had mayonnaise in like a decade. You're taking me back right now.
I love mayonnaise and I love The Office, and those are probably my two most Caucasian traits. Or like I'm really about both of those things.
Well, I feel like it is like kind of a law. Like if you're Caucasian, you're supposed to like The Office. I will say that one.
Yeah.
But The Office...
I've seen people killed over that.
Oh yeah, dude. Like it's like a cult.
Yeah. When the race police came around, they knocked on my door. They were like, "How did you feel about when Andy took over?" And I was like, I didn't like that. And they were like, "All right, that's fine." And then they went next door and they asked my neighbors, and I heard him say, he was like, "Oh, you know, I never really watched The Office." And then I heard a gunshot, and yeah, I mean, they came back over. They were like, "Yeah, it wasn't related. You know, we were just checking to make sure all the white people in the neighborhood like The Office."
Oh my God, you bastard! Good one. But that show, Trailer Park Boys and Always Sunny, my boys always had on in the background.
Yeah.
So I have never sat down and followed the plot.
Yeah.
I have sat down and laughed my ass off at individual episodes, blissfully ignorant as to what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
I've probably seen half of each of those shows.
Right.
Couldn't tell you anything that happened.
That's so
I just
fair.
know, like, that shit was hilarious.
That was me with Blue Mountain State. My friends used to have that fucking show on, and it was like I would catch episodes, I would catch a gag, and I'd fucking shit myself. But then they'd be like, "Yo, do you like that show?" And I'm like, "I've never really watched it. I've just caught, individual things." But yeah, man, what were we talking about before Frank Reynolds came up?
I actually don't remember.
Threw you a curveball there, and now I see the curveball came back. It was a boomerang. I fucking curveballed myself.
Dude, we're rolling. Dude, we've gone through a lot of things. Like, just like, I like this format with the podcast when I bring in interesting people, and I tell everyone this, and I'm dead ass. I've yet to have a guest that was bad. Everyone's been just for different reasons. It's like, whoa, you get up out of here, and it's like amazing. But we cyclone so many things around what you do, like with your story too. Yeah, that it's like I'm almost confused into my head, like what we even got to, and we're drinking a little bit too, which is always good.
I feel like that's the natural. Like anytime I see a fucking podcast where it's like clinical, I'm like, this is not how conversations happen. This isn't natural. Like, bro, anytime I'm at a bar talking to some fucking person I just met, and I'm like, this person's interesting. Yeah. We start talking about like, oh, you like whiskey sours? I like whiskey sours. And then by the end of it, we're like, bro, I was at that same fucking horse race. That was fucking great. You know what I mean? Like, and it's like, how the fuck did we get here? But it's just like, that's just the nature of conversation, which truthfully, to be honest, this is a thing that I feel like a lot of people might not agree with. But I think as artists, there's a lot of talented musicians that are just abrasive people. They're not people. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like most of the people that I know who are successful or like in any form of art or entertainment, they have the talent. That's undeniable. But I would argue that sometimes the personality is more it is more influential than because there's artists that I don't really rock with all their music, but I fuck with them.
They got the thing.
You know what I mean? It's like, I like this dude. I wouldn't have found him without his music, and some of his music's really fire, but like the thing that really draws me to this dude is his personality. And I feel like when you have all that stuff, that's a winning combination, man. And I really like, I don't even think that's just that. Honestly, now that I think about it, I don't even think that's just with music, bro, because
it's with everything.
Personality will carry you places that a fucking degree couldn't. That, you know what I'm saying? Prior experience. If you make a good impression on someone, if someone likes you, you already, you know what I mean? You don't have to do a lot of other shit. Being likable is such a fucking powerful thing.
Because then people will see, like, if you have value to add, people will be looking for it.
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to do a lot of work. People will be like, "Oh, okay, he can do that too."
Right.
All right, that's my guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
dude? Just being like, bro. It sounds like so like bro. Like, but like if you're just like a chill dude, your life's gonna be easier. You know what I mean?
It's everything. Yeah.
I argumentative ass people. I can't fucking.
There are so many people that I've known in my life who are so talented, whatever it is, you know, could even be business.
Yeah.
And they just get in their own way.
Dude.
Because they're,
oh my God, bro.
They're not.
You're preaching to the fucking choir right now.
It's not.
I have so many people in mind. I'm not going to air anybody out, but you know who the fuck you are.
It's just like they forget that everything, no matter what it is, whether it's music, business, sports, whatever, everything comes back to people, like you were just saying. You gotta be able to sit down and like understand another person's perspective. You don't gotta agree on everything, or you know, be some guy who's just completely trying to be over agreeable or something like that. You don't have to be that, but you have to like be able to hold your own and also let someone else hold their own in front of you. Yeah. And there are so many people who are just so in their world. And guess what? Sometimes for artists, for like musicians, this can actually work out. That's one place where there can be an exception with that. But
Kanye.
That's actually a great example because he really is in his own world. But like some people can do that with that. But in most things in life, because most of us aren't going to be, you know,
Kanye.
6-time Grammy.
Most of us aren't going to be Kanye.
We're not going to be that. We're going to do whatever job this is or be good at this thing or whatever. And like you have to be able to pull it back and be good with people too, because your talent will never get known that way. Like even Kobe, who was always this Mamba on an island. Right. There was an extent to which even when he was calling all his teammates Charmin Soft, he fucked with them. Legend. Yeah. Fuck with them in the locker room. Right. You know, like there was an understanding there, and unfortunately we had to hear about a lot of that in his death, but you heard that because people were like, hey, I know how it looks sometimes, but like, yo, he just wanted to win. And we got that.
And that's the same thing, bro. You could tell when people really have like a I'm sorry, bro. I'm still so fucking addicted to nicotine. We putting these pouches in. I have like multiple canisters with me on.
You know what? This whole time I was wondering if that was strictly a fashion statement.
No, I carry shit in it.
The fanny pack, but like,
because I got skinny jeans on, bro.
Are you packing right now? Is there 45 in there?
No.
Yo, it's cool if there is. Like this is Second Amendment household. We're cool.
I appreciate it, dude. You can't fucking carry in Jersey.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, and listen.
I'd be ratting you on the podcast right now. So
because I think I'm pretty liberal. If I'm being honest, I'm a very liberal person. I was raised around guns. I'm very comfortable with guns. And I feel like for this specific issue, bro, and I mean, it has caused me to like look back at other issues and go, all right, well, try and apply the same thing.
Sure.
But like, you know, I know you say, well, you know, more people having guns means less gun violence. That sounds crazy. I don't fucking blame you for, and I don't blame anyone for having their opinion on gun violence, because I think in this country, God damn it, bro, I'm about to look like Cletus.
I'm not even gonna ask who that is.
Like, there's a lot of people in this country, especially lately, who, if the problem doesn't affect them or hasn't impacted them personally, they will deny that the problem exists or really downplay how big of a problem it is.
Yep.
Because I know for damn sure, if my little sister got shot up at high school, that would be with me forever. You know what I mean? I had a friend, his father passed away from COVID. I can't imagine how frustrated he gets seeing this shit on Facebook going, nah, it's just the flu. Most people, you know, because his dad was in good health. Yep. He had no pre-existing conditions, and that shit came out of fucking nowhere. And you know what I mean? It might not be super likely, but it fucking happens. And when you downplay, that's where this anger comes from. That's why this division is so angry recently. It's because When you have people downplaying what other people are going through, and it's not some bullshit. It's not like, oh, some people are getting yelled at in the classroom. Motherfuckers are dying.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are dying from gun violence, from police violence, from this COVID shit. And then you have people going, it's not that big of a problem. You know what I'm saying? To you. But bro, it's like selfishness and being really self-centered. That shit bothers me, especially when it runs into real life. You could be, about yourself. You could be about your money, whatever, blah, blah, blah. If your selfishness negatively starts affecting your neighbor, you know what I mean? I don't want to wear a mask. I'm going to put my neighbor he wants to wear a mask. I'm going to put him in danger because I don't feel like it's a big deal. Instead of just going, bro, like, put the fucking tiny half-ounce piece of fabric on your fucking face for 10 minutes while you talk to him because, it matters to him. If, Doug, I could go.
No, this is good. I like this conversation because we have this a lot on this podcast. I always like cards on the table, like where I'm at, and I have been on both ends of the spectrum in my life. I was left in college. I was right after college. I was a nobody guy in 2020, and I always have to say, and maybe this undercuts me before I give opinions, but I am very, very cynical politically.
Okay. I don't blame you.
I tend to think they all suck, and I have a lot of evidence on why they all suck. And maybe there are some on each party who are actually good, and I ignore them.
Right.
I'll admit maybe that's the case. Fine. But to me, Second Amendment's one thing because I never felt like that strongly about it, and then COVID happened, and now it's like kind of a non-issue because people are like, oh shit, like for whatever reason, everyone from across the political spectrum was suddenly like, maybe I need a gun, because like shit's hitting the fan.
Well, they were like, yeah, shit was about to be Mad Max.
Right.
You don't want to be, don't bring a knife to a gunfight.
Exactly. So that's one thing.
Yeah.
But on other things, I fuck with what you're saying so heavy because there's a lack of common sense and empathy, like a combination of the two.
Yeah.
And so, I've been strong about some of this. I think the COVID restrictions, and I was living up in North Jersey when this hit. Like that's where I lived, and it was bad. Like it was very, very, very bad. And the guy at my old job that sat 5 feet to the left of me was in a coma for 55 days. He lived on a respirator in a coma. Insane, right?
Oof.
So like, and I had a lot of other friends who had it bad, including one guy who I would say, if this man has had a carb in 30 years, I'd be stunned. Like, the best in shape person you've ever seen who's banged up from it. So like, I know, like, it is the farthest thing from a hoax imaginable, and the data supports that, by the way.
Right.
I also know it's not killing 20% of the population.
Right.
I also know that masks do help, but the idea that, like, COVID does wait at the please be seated sign in restaurants.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
No, I've been saying this shit from the beginning. I'm with this with anything. Like I said, if you feel some type of way, say it with your chest and do it with fucking gusto. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit with gusto, bro. If you're gonna shut shit down, what is this middling shit? I can't fucking stand that shit. I fucking hate people who can't pick a side, and when politicians do that, it bothers the fuck out of me. So I understand, you
commit to something.
Yeah. You want to, if you feel like this is a threat to your state, to your people that you're supposed to protect, and you want to shut shit down, say that shit with your chest. Don't be afraid that it's going to cause division between, whoever. Say that shit with your chest.
Yeah, there's a lot of denial. There's a lot of, like, dancing around.
Like, the curfews?
Yeah, the curfews are the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
The virus starts at, does it start at 10 p.m.? Get the fuck out of here.
Here's the thing. Most things in life, and I will stamp my reputation to this. I say it all the time, and some people from both sides yell at me. Fuck it. I don't care. Like, maybe they'll figure it out, because I think there are a lot more people in the middle than we give credit for.
I agree.
They don't want to say anything, right?
Yeah.
Most things in life, the answer is in the middle.
Yeah.
You see people got pissed when they saw the Black Lives Matter protests and everything, and they ended up getting out of control. First of all, a lot of that was like a few bad actors coming in and fucking burning cities and shit.
Right.
So it's not, there were a lot of people there. Like, I had a lot of friends there. They weren't fucking burning shit. They weren't doing it.
All the people I know were completely peaceful.
Completely peaceful.
Yeah.
So what do we do, though, in the media? We just show all the burning. And then we show, on the other side, we show the Capitol riot. Well, what about the other fucking 77 million people who weren't there? Right. You know what I mean? So I get pissed at that hypocrisy. But I feel like on that issue we started with, you can admit, like, it shouldn't be like, yo, that doesn't exist. Right. I don't empathize with your position. There is no such thing as police violence. There's no such thing as like data that shows that they're killing more black people than white people, which the data does show per capita. It's like a 3-to-1 ratio, right? Because I think 11 or 12% of society is black, 66% is white. So when you average
incarceration
out that's it. Incarceration that's an entirely different conversation, and it's really fucked. That's really fucked up, and I'm passionate.
Like, for me, like, I'm not going to sit here and, like I said, bro, if I said some shit once and I still feel that way, I'm going to say it with my chest.
Do it.
I fucking hate cops. I hate cops. And that's, I don't...
Now, hold on. Let me push back on that real fast.
Go ahead.
Do you think that there is a little bit of a generalization for two things? Okay. Number one, the fact that probably, like, growing up, like, in high school and whatever, and in some ways, and I mean this as a compliment, in some ways, like, you're a big kid. Like, you're just kind of you're kind of living your life the way it was. So there's a little bit of that rebel. Yeah. And let's be honest, we all ran from cops in a fucking field
100%.
When we were 15, 16. Like,
I still do that shit.
A lot of close calls, right?
Yeah.
So like, there's some negativity there, 100%, right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't enjoy cops when they walked into the high school party, and we're like, I'm gonna write all you kids up, like fuck you, right?
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, we do get the continued. What's the word? The continued volume of when cops go bad. Like, there was a video the other day, I forget the guy's name, but this was a lieutenant in the Army. I don't know if you saw this.
Dude. Yeah, bro. I saw that shit.
Bro.
Oh my God, bro.
First of all, this is where I have a problem with the blue wall of silence.
Yeah.
If you are that happened in December, bro.
I know.
That happened in December.
I know.
It's on camera.
I know.
If you are cop.
It only was a problem once the video went viral.
Bro, if you are a cop, and you are not, and you are in that unit, and you are not denouncing that motherfucker for what he did, you have some complicity in that.
Well, and that's why I have a problem with the bad apples argument. It's just a few bad apples, because, you know, apples can't tell on the other bad apples. You know what I'm saying? They're not sentient things. They're fucking fruits on a tree. If I'm a cop, right? And I'm not making generalizations, but we all knew some kids in high school who were like, he's probably gonna be a cop. And they did. Dude, I'm gonna get arrested on the way home, dude. They're gonna be like, yo, hey, what's up, ACAB? What's up, bro? What's up? Dude, I have friends who have, become cops, and for me, like you said, the blue wall of silence, that shit, and like, in response to, instead of responding to these events with compassion, they respond with resistance and doubling down. Yeah. You know what I mean? Instead of going like, you know what? We don't think you're making this problem up. We don't think you're blowing this out of proportion. This is a group of fucking people that has every fucking right to be upset that this shit keeps fucking happening.
Yeah.
And the conviction rate is like 1% for cops that end up doing this shit. It's very small. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know what it's like to be a cop, because I don't. I'm also not going to pretend like I know what it's like to be black, because I don't. Yeah. And I never will. And
see, you just said those two things, though. That's so important. Yeah. Because you don't know each of those. Yeah. I don't know each of those, right? And so I think one of the points I want to drive at here, because, and I also, like, when we're having these conversations, it's so important to have it. It's so important to say how you feel, too. And so I appreciate you coming out and saying, like, yo, that's my attitude. Like, fuck cops, right? So let's put it out in the open.
Yeah.
I think a lot of it is, and you don't have to agree with me at all. Yeah. I think a lot of it is, there's that what's it called? The Pareto principle, like the 80-20 rule. Okay. So that 20% that's bad, maybe 2% of them are bad.
Yeah.
But the other 18% are the people who have the opportunity to say something and don't.
Yeah.
And so what happens? We define, I've never heard that before, by the way, that the other apples can't talk about the bad
they're not
apple.
gonna tell on the bad apples.
That's fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use that. I will trademark you on that. But and that's what I mean. Like, you have all these artistic ways with words. It's a beautiful thing. I'm gonna go through and listen to all of them again after this. But like, that is so true. Yeah. And then what ends up happening is and it's not just you. A lot of people are like, fuck all of them, right? But I'll bet you that a lot of guys, and you probably had some bad experiences with this too, no doubt. But like, you've played a lot of live shows and shit in front of hundreds of people. Yeah. And I'll bet you there were a couple good cops there who are like controlling, the kid tripping balls on Molly and trying to get up on the stage with you a little bit.
Honestly, no.
Really?
Honestly, no.
No.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, most of my shows are not in front of hundreds of people. Most of them are still pretty small. Numbers online usually don't translate super well into real life. But that's neither here nor there. In my experience with the cops, I've been arrested.
Do you care if I ask for what?
It was initially armed burglary, but obviously I didn't get, I wasn't burgling, all right? So there was no burgling taking place. Those fucking cops did some good cop bad shit. Like, fuck all that. I understand why they thought what they thought, but I'm standing there with the weapon. I got guns drawn on me or whatever. I think about that sometimes and I go, if I were black, would I be here right now? If I was black in the woods with a 4-foot crowbar and a mask on and a bunch of cops pull up and I turn around real quick and they see me with a weapon, do they go, oh, we thought it was a rifle? Do they go, oh, we weren't sure he was armed. We didn't know. It looked like he was going to run at us. I don't know. I don't know. Because those cops were not, I'm going to be honest, bro. Those cops were not good cops. They were dickheads. The whole way they were calling us all types of slurs and shit, all different types of gay, this, that, and the third. The one cop was so proud to tell me, oh, I just got back off suspension. I broke my fucking hand on some guy's face. And he was like proud to tell me that. And I'm like, dog, first of all, I'm 18 right now. I'm handcuffed and leg shackled to a steel bench welded to the floor. You could beat the fuck out of me right now. 100%. You could beat the fuck out of me when I wasn't doing that. At the time, I was like $1.50 soaking wet with fucking bricks in my pocket. Like, and the whole time, bro, when I'm sitting there, leg shackled and handcuffed on the ground, he's got his boot on the back of my neck. He had his gun drawn on me for way too long. Like, he said, drop that crowbar. That crowbar hit the ground quicker than gravity took place. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not even one of those, because I don't think.
What were you doing with a crowbar?
We were going to break into a house. It was an abandoned house, all right? We get there. We're walking around back. Bro, this fucking house looks like something out of a Batman comic. There's ivy growing up the sides of the walls.
Where is this? What town?
I don't want to say.
Okay, fair. You can tell me off cam.
Yeah. And we're telling each other scary stories one night or whatever. We psyched each other out. My one friend was like, yo, there's this crazy-ass abandoned house. Sketchy as shit. Let's fucking go in there. There's like old marionettes hanging in the windows and shit, bro. Like, it looks like...
I'm out already. I'm out.
But, so, we go there to do that day. We go around back and we notice, like, there's these trash cans.
Were you just looking for, like, adventure or, like, just...
Yeah. Yeah, we weren't... I mean, dude, there's nothing
nothing in there. There's nothing to rob.
Yeah, no. Yeah. We were looking to, like, scare the fuck out of ourselves, basically. Like, it's some fun kid shit to do.
Yeah.
And we get there and there's like, the trash cans are full out back. So we're like, bro, if there's a motherfucker staying here, he is unhinged. Because this house looks like it is uninhabitable. Like, you can't live here and be a normal ass person. Let's not break the fuck in there. Because that bull is going to kill the fuck out of us. I don't want to take a chance there's some squatter in there or whatever. We used to break into abandoned houses and hang out, drink, do whatever. There were times where I found out after the fact that there was one time in particular where I found out that a squatter had been in there while the whole time and that was the creepiest shit to know after the fact. No.
Okay. Had to know. Had to ask that first.
Yeah.
By the way, for people listening, I just passed a little note to Ash.
Yeah.
Just to Jerem over here, make sure, but yeah.
So we had broken into this house a few times. We found out from the cops a couple weeks later that there had been a dude in there that time when we were in there exploring the house. He was in there the whole fucking time. Both times we went in there.
Chilling.
Yeah. Didn't make himself known, was hiding from us and shit. And we were like, yo, that is fucking sketchy. So I was like, all right, you know what? The trash cans are full. Something's going on here. I don't know if the bank owns it. I don't know if it's getting demoed or some shit, but let's not go in here. I shit you not again. I swear this is true. I swear on my family. See these chicken hens. right, in the backyard. Five or six of them. They're walking down this path. I'm like, I mean, we're here. You want to go follow the fucking chickens? I'm like, all right, bet. So we walk back a little bit. They disappear, but now we're on this trail, and we find this fucking, it's like an old dilapidated greenhouse, right? And outside of it are boxes, stacks and stacks, like probably like 20 boxes of cans of Dole pineapple slices that were like kind of new. So we're like, bro, what the fuck is like? Are people trying to make moonshine back here or some shit? I don't want to. I'm not.
That just took me back to like 6th grade, man.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get run up on those. So I'm like, let's keep it the fuck moving. We see a hunting stand, and then we find this fucking old ass well. Finally, we come to this thing. We're looking at it. We can't figure out the fuck. It looks like a power plant or some shit. We're like standing there looking at it. And I had heard sirens earlier, but I was like, it's probably not for us. You know what I mean? Like, why are they going to put sirens on the way to a crime scene? Let everyone know they're coming. That doesn't make sense. I thought someone got pulled over or something. Because we were close enough to a main road. And we're standing there trying to figure out what the fuck we're looking at. And next thing you know, cops are all over the place. They pull up like kind of lightheartedly, like, hey boys, you know how the way to get out of here? And we're like, fuck. Like, just say we're getting arrested, bro. Like, don't come up here and giving me hope that you guys.
You got a crowbar
cool.
in your back pocket.
No, it's a 4-foot crowbar. It's in my hands.
It's
big fucking
noted.
crowbar. Yeah.
And so the cop says that to you with a crowbar in your hand.
Well, I was facing the other way. I turn around, immediately draws his gun, drop the crowbar. All right, bet. I dropped that shit. They cuff me, whatever. They're searching on my pockets and shit. So my dumbass bought the crowbar earlier that day. I kept the receipt in my pocket, which that's conspiracy on top of, because then it was like, oh, you didn't just grab this. Like, you planned to come here. You planned to do this shit. The receipt's in your fucking pocket, dumbass. I also, unbeknownst, my friends didn't even know I had this on my pocket.
Oh, no.
Brought a rubber mask.
Oh.
Now, my friends weren't, at the time, they weren't really doing shit like that. You know what I mean? They weren't hanging out in abandoned houses. I was planning to sneak away from them. And this is a dumbass idea, too, because my one friend had a flare gun. And in my mind, I'm like, I'm going to jump. I'm going to hide in this house. They're going to go, where the fuck did he go? And then I'm going to run out with a clown mask. I'm going to scare the shit out of him.
Oh, my God.
Right, but
doesn't look great when the
it
cops
doesn't
are
even
there,
sound
though.
believable now that I'm saying it.
Yeah.
But, like, so I'm standing out here. They find a rubber mask in my pocket. I come to find out that the place we're standing in front of is a cell tower that gets broken into kind of frequently for copper wiring. They sell that shit at scrapyards or whatever. So I'm standing out there with burglary tools, flashlights, and masks. My boy's got a fucking flare gun. And his dumbass was like, I don't know why we have it. Like, it was like in case like there was a squatter or something. They were like, oh, noted, so is a weapon. We were like... But... So we...
Dude, I'm laughing, but like, do you know how many people... This is like a little bit out there, but... How many of us sitting here right now who might be like the most upstanding individuals, whatever, I don't know who's listening, who did really fucking stupid shit like this when we were 17 or 18. I'm getting the shiver up my spine on a couple stories. This is a little bit next level with the crowbar and flare gun, but I'm just picturing the cop and the fact that they thought you were serious. I mean, which I guess in some ways I understand, but I'm like,
what's crazy too is they anytime there's a fucking I'm dealing with cops. If I'm with a group of people, they zoom in on me. You must be the ringleader. And like at that time I really wasn't. It was like my friend's idea, and I was just like, the bull with the crowbar. But
well, the crowbar didn't help.
It didn't help. But they were like, all right, like if you could try and
the rubber mask too.
That fucked me, bro.
Definitely.
They were like, they said that they're like, all right, if you can convince me that you're not here to break into this place right now, we'll let you go. And I was like, all right. I'm literally, at this point, admitting to conspiracy to commit a different crime.
Oh, wait, so you hadn't gotten in yet?
No, bro, we weren't going to break into the power plant. We were literally looking at it, trying to figure out what the fuck it was, and then we were going to walk back the other way, because we were like...
So, wait a second. How can they even arrest you? Because technically, it's not like you had, like, blow in your pocket or something.
No.
You know...
I had condoms. They made sure to joke about that. Oh, you guys going to butt fuck each other when you got in there? And we're like, dog... It was just, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, I got off.
Yeah, because there's nothing committed.
I don't know, 4 white kids from private school in court, it looks a lot different. You know,
Yep.
we all got button downs and whatever. Our parents showed up. What if you don't? What if you don't got parents to show up for? What if you can't afford a lawyer? What if you?
It's so true. It's so true.
So these things all go down, and I've had, I have black friends who have told me straight up, like, bro, like I've had experiences with the cops where it's just like, it's just straight up unfair. It is profiling, and it's like,
Yep.
I know that shit happens. And for me, and it's just, I know this is anecdotal, but like,
No, thank you for admitting that. But that's, but it doesn't mean it's not. It doesn't mean it's not a part of the rule.
Yeah, but like the people that I know too, who are going to become cops, a lot of them are racist, and that's not.
Let me ask you this real fast.
Yeah.
When you say racist, because I think it's an important word that we have made into a not even worth a nickel, because we label everything racist right away.
No, these are real racists.
Okay.
These are people who, believe that black people are inherently more violent, that are inherently more, inclined for criminal behavior or whatever.
Yep.
And
I just to be clear on my end too, because it is my show. I want people to know. Like, I would put that under the definition. Like if I were labeling someone a racist,
just straight up,
that's the shit that it's like if they inherently think that, and it's not just some built-in back prejudice that they need to fucking fix.
It's not like, they said the N-word on Xbox Live in 2007, they're racist. That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Like these are people who have bad opinions of and ideas about black people. And,
okay, continue. That's good.
Knowing so many kids going to private school, I know a lot of kids who come from white, wealthy, conservative backgrounds, and I see a lot of that. I see a lot of racism. I've overheard and seen parents comfortably talking to me, saying racist ass shit in the car because they just assumed that I was on that same level with them. And I'm 14, 15. They're saying the N-word, hard R in the car. What? I'm scared, bro. You know what I mean? This is a grown-ass man. It's my friend's dad. What am I going to say? Don't fucking say that? I was just
so
like,
it's
very uncomfortable.
We have, and everyone, I don't care who the fuck you are. If you're listening to this, everyone can admit, they don't have to say who, but they've been in a room or in a situation where someone says that it's never for the right reason. It's always for the wrong reason. But I'm a strong believer, don't be afraid of words, right?
Yeah.
It's different when there's a history behind something.
Yeah.
And there's like a feeling you get like, woo, like
there's
like,
a visceral
whoa,
response to that, and we're white.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
man.
And
you're like,
we don't even have that attachment to the word in the same way that,
but we still feel something.
Exactly, and that's
which is good.
That speaks volumes for the response that it probably evokes in a lot of people who were tied to this, whose grandparents were called this and kicked out of schools, and people.
It's crazy that wasn't that long ago either.
It's not, and that's the thing. Like when I was being taught about the civil rights movement and stuff, it's very much taught like it's a thing that happened and we resolved it and we fixed racism. When you're learning about that shit in school, it's almost like they did it. Martin Luther King did it. He fixed it, and it's really that's not the case. You know what I mean? We think of racism as this past tense thing, as in the societal level. And in my experience, it's just not. And for me, I do say that we need to reform not just the police, but the whole justice system. Because while the laws might not be written in a way that's racist, if they're carried out, laws only function as well as they're practiced, as well as they're enforced. And if the people who are enforcing the laws are enforcing them unfairly or in a biased manner, then it doesn't matter that the law isn't racist. Cops are the arm of the law. You know what I mean? They're the muscle. That's how the law happens. And then don't even get me started with courts and all. That's a whole other fucking thing. But we do need reform because it has become this thing now where instead of cops, in a broad sense, I'm not saying every cop, but in a broad sense, police organizations in response to all of this shit.
Yeah.
They've banded together, they've gotten closer. That fucking Blue Lives Matter flag, I can't stand it, bro, if I'm being honest.
Let me ask you this real fast.
Yeah.
Because I agree with it. Like, I think the police union thing, that does not sit well with me.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of union, and like, inherently, when you just look at it broadly, like, I'm a union guy.
Yeah.
Like, because I don't want to see, the idea of a union is the little man shouldn't get fucked.
I agree.
Agree with that.
Yeah.
what happens is a lot of corruption happens in these things. Now take it to the next level and have it be a government.
The police already are protected. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the point.
Yeah.
They're the government.
Yeah.
Right? So that always sits wrong with me.
Like, imagine if there's not a senators union. You know what I mean? There's not. I don't think so. But like,
there isn't. But you know, there's like a
behind the scenes.
Exactly. Exactly. Like, that's a whole separate conversation. But not to get into that. Like, on the cop side, that never sits right with me. The one place, like, and this is where I get in trouble because I just empathize with. Like, I look at the sides, I'm like, I empathize with that.
Yeah.
One place where I'll say I empathize with that, not to sit here and say, like, you should fucking fly a Blue Lives Matter flag, because I think that makes the problem worse, personally. But, like, when you get attacked and you're all labeled like that, and it's just an inherent reaction when you see something. Exactly. Yeah. It's like that. It's that animal thing. So I get that.
I get why it happens, but I think, like I said, for me, growing as a person, I think that personal growth is just something that most people should strive towards.
Yep.
And on an emotional level too, because I think, physical growth is important, but you want to be a good person.
Yep.
For me, if someone's really coming at me and saying, like, if I'm having multiple people, let's just say, come to me, friends, family, people I don't know, if I'm hearing the same thing over and over again, come up to me saying, like, damn, bro, you're really argumentative, or you're really aggressive. At some point, I would go, all right, well, why are all these people I don't know saying this? It was one thing with my friends, but there's some stock there. At a certain point, you have to go, okay, well, can I just keep going? Nah, it's you, it's not me. At a certain point, listen, bro, like, people don't take off work and put themselves in a situation where they're going to get tear gassed and hit with a rubber bullet. Mm-hmm. They don't do that lightly, and they don't do that for no reason.
And think about, by the way, when, like, the heavy shit recently happened.
Yeah.
Happened in the midst of a pandemic.
Yep.
Where people, they lost their jobs. Mm-hmm. They're locked inside. They're away from people.
Yeah.
They can get mad.
Yeah.
Like, you see a video of Derek Chauvin sitting on George Floyd for whatever it was, 9 minutes and fucking 40 seconds.
Fuck that guy.
Exactly. You see that? If you don't get... I don't know anyone in my life who wasn't mad. Like,
down the street in Franklinville, when there was I knew people that were at this protest. There was a peaceful protest. All they did was march. All they did was march with signs. On the side of the road, these people with big, fat, fucking Blue Lives Matter flag, a Trump flag, a Confederate flag. First of all, we're in the North, motherfucker.
I will never understand the Confederate flag. I'm not sorry about that. It's just like, it blows my mind.
And they're sitting there knowingly alongside the route that they know this protest is supposed to take place. And they're sitting there by all those flags reenacting George Floyd's death. They had one white guy going, "Oh, I could still breathe. It's not that bad. This."
That was in Franklinville,
bro. There's some real shit going on.
And that's the problem, because the fucking, I can't say the word I want to say right now because we're not allowed to say it anymore. But you know what I'm looking for. Those types of individuals they get all the attention too.
Yeah.
And that's what we do. And we do it with both extremes, too. So, like, when we talk about the protests, what do we give attention to? We give it attention to the people who burn buildings, right? Who, by the way, half the time are just fucking anarchists who aren't even there for the protests.
There was white bulls coming through and doing that shit to give.
Dude, they were
also
they were like all white, like. But, yeah. So, but you look at that and it's like, fuck, like it. I just wish, and this isn't realistic.
Yeah.
I wish that we didn't give attention to the polarized worst of the worst.
The vocal minority. I think there's a difference in the vocal minorities. And I think I saw this a lot. And when we're talking about certain groups of people.
Wait, what do you mean vocal minorities? So, I want you to define that real quick.
So when all right, so you have... And I want to separate this from the term minority, meaning like, people of color, people.
Right.
But you have a group on one side who, has become the face of conservatives or the face of so-and-so supporters or whatever. And then you have the face of the left. And, obviously, I know that not every Republican or conservative is racist or whatever. Right. And I know that, most of my friends are very liberal. None of the people I know are like, bro, I'm in a video with 100+ million views and I'm using the F slur. You know what I mean?
You know what? I forgot to ask you about that earlier.
Yeah.
Because I do find this interesting in that we mentioned that video was from so long ago.
Yeah.
The world changes, you adjust with it,
Yeah.
right? So like I never say that word, you never say that word.
Right.
But the internet doesn't forget on things, right? I think what we do is we post-judge history sometimes because people are lying if they don't think that was thrown around all the time.
It was, but
for a long time,
But so was the N-word. You
Fair.
know what I mean?
Fair.
At the point that I was at in my life, was I sheltered? Yes. Was I extraordinarily privileged without even, it's not even a question. I didn't know the history behind that word. Mm-hmm. To me, because it was thrown around so much, and that's on me, bro. That's on me. I didn't even think about it because I didn't have to, because it didn't refer to me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
When it referred to me, it was like, oh, you're being stupid or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm not gay. That word was never used at me with malice, and I was ignorant to the history behind it. Now I know. If the internet decides to cancel me someday, and that's a whole other issue, is like there's a big fucking difference between canceling someone and holding someone accountable for some shit that they said. You hear that, Kevin Hart got canceled. He had a bad day on Twitter. He didn't get canceled. He's making $1 fucking million tomorrow. What the fuck are you talking about? He got canceled. He had a bad day on the internet because someone said, what's up with this? And maybe it was 10 years ago, and maybe all he needed to say was, yeah, that's on me. I fucked up. That was stupid. That doesn't represent me as a person, and I'm really sorry for those that I hurt with that. And you know what? Sorry. I hope that you can see, I've done better, and I've learned, and I've grown from that, and I won't ever fucking do it again. You won't catch me doing that again, because that's not me anymore. And it wasn't even me then. That's a very shitty representation of me. But that's a whole other thing.
What was that, like a year ago or something?
What, when Kevin got?
Yeah,
I couldn't even tell you, bro.
I'll put the link in the show notes so people have it. But yeah, I remember that.
But like, so most of my liberal friends, I have friends that are gay. I have friends that are trans or whatever. They know who I am.
Yeah.
They're not trying to ruin my life about some shit. They're not trying to get me banned off Twitter or nothing like that. Because most people are reasonable. Yeah. On both sides. And you could tell when there's intent to hurt and that kind of stuff. And listen, if the internet decides to hold me accountable, then you know what I mean? Like I wrote an article about it, and I forget the newspaper, but I wrote an article about, why I regret using that and whatever. But that's not the point right now. I don't want to get off topic. When I say like vocal minorities, and there's a difference in them, you have a vocal minority who's speaking out on the oppression of other people, speaking out for people who aren't being listened to, because you have someone like Cap where he kneels and they say, fuck you, you're being unpatriotic, protest differently.
Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah. So you have him peacefully protesting. He's not saying anything, he's not hurting anyone, he's not burning anything or touching anyone or being violent in the slightest. It's a peaceful protest during a sports game, and they say, get sports out of politics. Or get politics out of sports, rather. I'm sorry.
Shut up and dribble.
Yeah. And it's like, is it, all right, well, if you want politics out of sports, what's the answer? You want politics you don't agree with out of sports. And that's cool, but say that. You know what I mean? Don't come with this half energy like you're trying to disguise what you really mean. I don't like that half-speak, double-speak bullshit. And then you have another vocal minority that's pushing back against that.
Yeah.
That's saying, and those are different things to me. If you have, it's almost like if a kid was bullying me for years and years and years, and I finally snapped and I was like, yo, fucking stop bullying me. You're a bully. And his response was, don't fucking call me a bully. I'm not a bully. I hate that word, bully. Those are different things. The outrages might be equal, but the outrage is coming from different places, and we can't pretend that all outrage is created equal, because it's not.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you could.
I never heard that.
All outrage isn't created equal. You could be outraged because you don't feel like black people are protesting in the right way. You could be a white person, be outraged that they're doing this and that and the third. Or you could be a black person who's outraged that black people are being killed by police at a much higher rate or being incarcerated at a much higher rate. That outrage is sparked from generational trauma and systemic racism that should not exist right now. There's no excuse for it to exist in the justice system. There just isn't a justifiable reason for racism.
Do you think anyone reasonable would disagree with that though? That's the thing.
I see. I probably you asked me that 4 years ago, I might have said no. I've known over the past 4 years, I've seen people that I believe to be reasonable, people that I believe to be smart, start to fall in line with some things that I really don't think that reasonable people should feel or think. And that's been hard for me because, I have a background with these people. I have a friendship with these people, and it goes, well...
What kinds of things?
Specific, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, they'll get mad at Colin Kaepernick for kneeling. Mm-hmm. And then they'll get mad when a protest happens, peaceful or otherwise. They get mad that the anger is that black people are upset. At the end of the day, they're pissed off that these people are pissed off. Mm-hmm. And that bothers me because if the police were targeting people that look like me at an unfair rate, if I was getting pulled over and he couldn't really give me another reason besides like, yeah, you look suspicious, I'd be pissed the fuck off. And I would start to notice that. And then when you have, now we live in the age of social media where everything is recorded. And I mean, you said it earlier, like that case where they pulled over the Army Bowler.
I'm going to put that in the show notes too. Because if you haven't seen that, it's just, it's maddening.
But the fact that happened last December and it only went viral, and there was only consequences once it went viral, means that the consequence is largely performative. The consequence is not because the bad thing happened. It's because people know that the bad thing happened. The consequence is performative.
You're sorry because you got caught.
Yeah. And you're not even sorry because a lot of those people respond by going, you know what I mean? When they flew that Blue Lives Matter flag out of that police station, everyone knew what they were doing when they did that. They like, you know what I'm saying? If you're going to do some shit that's wrong, and then when you're called on it, and you see the outrage and the sorrow and the grief and the frustration in the face of these fucking people who just want change. Yeah. And you respond to that by basically going, fuck you, Blue Lives Matter. I will say this till I die, bro. There's no, unless we're talking Smurfs or the motherfuckers from Avatar, I've never met a blue person in my fucking life. There's that one dude on Oprah. He's the only blue life I've ever fucking seen. No cop I've ever met has blue skin, so blue lives don't fucking exist. You choose to put on that fucking uniform. My friends do not choose to put on their skin when they're born. They didn't get to say, because guess what? With the way that the world is, if people did have a choice, everyone would be white because we do have a privilege. We do have... If people got to choose, it's like when you're creating a character in fucking Skyrim and you notice that, well, this person's fucking immune to this, this, and this. Why would I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but people don't choose, and there's unarguable inequity and inequality, and it's plaguing the justice system, and it's plaguing these streets, and it's literally
the justice system is the biggest problem, because it's dude, like, did you watch the 13th?
No.
Oh, it's a great documentary. It's on Netflix.
Okay.
It's about the 13th Amendment, and it shows how the 13th Amendment repealed slavery, right? Yeah. And it shows how the justice system kind of replaced slavery in a way, right?
Well, he privatized prisons. And,
exactly, and it built into that. Even before that, before it was that organized, it turned into this whole like slave catcher mentality. Like, okay, well, we can't enslave them now. Let's find other ways to do it.
Right.
And the thing is, like, you watch that documentary, it's made by someone who's very left, like Ava DuVernay.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean it's wrong.
Yeah.
If you like, go fact check everything she says in there.
Well, facts aren't political. You can't make a fact political.
You go quote unquote fact check what she's getting across in there. Number one, it checks out.
Yeah.
Number two, I got a lot of respect for the fact that Newt Gingrich agreed to be in the documentary.
Okay.
Now, Newt Gingrich is a right-winger to this day, right, who was the Speaker of the House in 1994 when they passed the crime bill.
Yeah.
Right? Now, it was passed by Bill Clinton, right? He brought it to the table. He's got to own that.
Yeah.
But, like, there was bipartisan support for that, and Newt Gingrich signed off on that. And so I respected two things about it. First, I respected Newt basically coming on there to be like, yeah, I got that one wrong. Like, I appreciate that. A lot of politicians don't do that. Right. And number two, I respected the fact that he looked at this and said, I know Ava DuVernay, who is my political opposite, is making this documentary, but clearly she's on to something here. So I don't give a fuck if, like, she would never vote for me or I would never agree with her. That's not the point here. The point is we have some type of system that's been set up the wrong way, and we have to own that and figure out how to fix it.
So what I would say to that is when you have someone like Newt Gingrich, who is well-known and well-respected
conservative
figure.
Brand. Yeah, exactly.
He can say in that documentary, in that space, I believe that this was wrong, blah, blah, blah. That's cool, and that's respectable. Rally your friends and go, okay, listen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you are, at the end of the day, man, I don't see a reason for this outside of taught hatred, taught bigotry, and its roots are so far into our society. You know, I mean, you look at the prohibition of cannabis, rooted in racism. A lot of drugs, the prohibition of crack and cocaine are, you know, you think of cocaine as this Wolf of Wall Street, rich white guy, Wall Street drug.
A fine and they're off.
But crack, all you had is water and baking soda.
Yep.
It's functionally basically the same drug. It's a free-based form of the same drug.
Those are the two stereotypes, though.
Yeah.
What I'm saying there.
Yeah.
Like, you're describing the actual drug. I'm describing how it goes down. You look in the justice system. How many people are in jail for, like, crack
and that's
for 20 years?
And without even getting conspiratorial, that's rooted in racism as well.
It
but
is.
When I say fuck cops and fuck all cops and all cops are bastards and shit, first of all cops are bastards, that's a misunderstood slogan. That didn't originate in the U.S., and it's older than, a year. The police system is bastardized. The police as an organization have been bastardized. They do not, and I think most people, if you just ask, like, all right, well, with the exception of maybe an incredible crisis, how often do the presence of cops make you feel safe, and how often do the presence of cops make you feel threatened? Because for me, even if I'll be driving doing nothing, not texting, I'm paying attention to the road. A cop pulls behind me, I'm fucking 10 and 2 all of a sudden, going like, oh shit, I hope he doesn't notice that I'm driving. And that's a comedian's bit. I don't know who I stole that from, but like, and I'm white, and I might have tattoos, and I might, have fucking silver teeth or whatever, but I'm white. You know what I mean? I can't escape that, bro. I'm white. I have a certain privilege with the police. I have a certain privilege with the justice system. I have experience. That I've been caught with drugs. I've been caught with weapons. I've been caught with shell casings and shit in my car. Pills in a bottle with my name not on it. I've been caught with switchblades that are illegal in New Jersey. I've been caught. I go, yo, do you know so-and-so? Yeah. Let me go. Like,
do you think that could happen? Let me paint a hypothetical for you, just fairly.
Could it happen with a black person?
Yeah.
It could.
Yeah.
I don't think it's very likely.
Lighter percentage.
Much lighter.
Yeah.
Because I think that,
I would agree with that.
I think the numbers support. It could happen. You get a cop that's very much not like that, and he's having a good day, and you say, oh, so and so. He might go, all right, But I think the evidence supports that that's not very likely, and I think that more times than not, black people are viewed by certain groups of people as more prone to violence, more prone to having drugs or guns or whatever, and that's just not fair. It's just not.
And there's a built-in prejudice too, and it's not. And this is where you move down a step from straight racism.
Yeah.
Have you ever read like any Malcolm Gladwell stuff?
Nope.
He wrote Talking to Strangers, The Tipping Point, great author, phenomenal. But I think it was in Talking to Strangers. We've talked about this on the podcast on one episode before, and I forgot to check. But he talks about a study that was done, I think, in New York City of judges with incoming cases. So someone just got arrested, and they have their first hearing where they determine bail and whatever.
Right.
And most of these judges are white.
Yeah.
But the study conducted has something to do with AI. I don't remember the context. I don't want to go all the way deep into it. But the study basically conducted how likely were they to make a worse bail or a harder off bail for a minority, so a black or
Hispanic,
Latino person, versus a white person. And there was a clear difference. Yeah. And it wasn't like atrocious, but there was a clear divide, right? Yeah. Like you could see it, and I think he put the numbers in there, so we'll check that, but like it was clear. And the point he was making when he went through the whole study was that a lot of these judges aren't necessarily racist. I'm sure you probably have a couple in the bunch that are. Like, it's just law of averages. You're going to have it.
Okay.
But they have this built-in thing where they're used to this environment where, the cops brought in, we're in New York City, biggest city in the world, right? Cops brought in a black person. The last 6 cases we saw, we assume they did X. Okay, well, this person probably did too. So there's this guilt by association that you built in. And so and think about how crazy this is, that like a person on a bench in a robe on a Tuesday after fucking lunch break is deciding something like this. But in their head, they go from $100,000 to $150,000.
Well, and so
on something.
You said that like that's a step down from racism. I would say that that's when you are now adding $50,000 to a bail based on someone's skin color. I would say that you might not go out of your way to assault a black person. You might not go out of your way to associate with white supremacists or whatever. But if you're actively participating in that and you can't look inwardly, because I don't like the word prejudice. I think that a lot of times people use it to downplay racism. It's prejudice to me is diet racist. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you might not be outwardly attacking black people, you might not be calling them slurs, you might not be, outwardly super supportive, but if you're, like you said earlier, and I agree with this in a lot of cases, I do believe that most things happen in the middle. I do believe that most of life exists in a gray area. But I'm firm on a couple things where there's not always a gray area. You know what I mean? And
no, you're absolutely right about that.
Yeah. And for me, race, like rights, human rights. There's not a lot of wiggle room for me. For my opinions, there's not a whole lot of wiggle room. Do you think any differently of someone who isn't white, or don't you? Do you think differently of someone who's outwardly and obviously gay, or don't you? Are you already making assumptions before you know their name, before you've met them, before you've had a conversation with them? To me, that isn't like, oh, well, once my dad got to know him and he knew he was a good person, well, why the fuck did he think he was going to be a bad person?
I think that, so, and I don't want to defend that because I understand what you're saying. Yeah. I think one thing I would say where it's like another level to it is people will not consciously do some things, which doesn't make it right, but they won't consciously do some stuff. And I'll give you a more, I don't know if the word's innocuous, but a lesser example. Let's say you and I walk into a courtroom. Yeah. Now, chances are we're going to be in a button down, so our arms are covered, right? Yeah. But let's say we both do, and now I cut off my hair. I had hair down to here the other week, so we've been even, right? I got the scruff right here, but let's say I shaved it off, right? And for whatever reason, we had our sleeves rolled up. Yeah. You're getting a higher bail than me. Yeah. It's going to happen. Yeah. And I don't think the judge, who's probably heard 30 cases this day, some of them might be bad, right? But let's just say this isn't a bad one. I think the judge in their head has some built-in things about, from fucking 1980 where it's like...
What a criminal looks like.
Exactly. Yeah. You talked about earlier, like, you said something like, I got tattoos on my arms, so I fucked over my future job interviews. I actually think that today,
that's going away.
Yeah,
it is going away.
But my point is, there's still like some things that some people don't inherit. Like, they don't say, yo, that guy has tattoos, fuck him. But in their head, they're like, Oh.
And I agree with that.
Yeah.
I do. I agree that people, because, bro, I'm not perfect. I do some shit subconsciously. Like, bro, even in my relationship with my significant other, I realized, she pointed out some shit I didn't realize I was doing. Before I knew I was doing it, I could say that. If you don't know, if you're not consciously aware that you might be doing something that's harmful or hurting somebody, that's one thing. It's not an excuse, but once that thing has been pointed out blatantly, and you go, this is exactly what we're talking about. We're not talking hypotheticals. We're talking this type of shit with cops and black people. This is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
There is no more, oh, we didn't know it was a thing. Or there is racism rampant in the justice system. We've now pointed it out. If you're not going to get rid of it, you are now saying you're okay with it.
Yeah.
If you're in a position where you can get rid of this bullshit ass fucking toxic, miserable, hateful, despicable behavior, and you don't, after it has been pointed out to you, you are complicit. You're, as far as I'm concerned, you're just as guilty as the person who pulled the trigger, because if you're not going to hold that person to the same standard that you would hold a civilian, if you're going to protect them because of the blue wall of silence or because of this fraternal brotherhood bullshit, fuck all that. You are now the reason that a criminal, a murderer, a racist is not facing the consequences that he should. And you could take that on a broader scale.
Do you appreciate it? I'll ask this. Like, I don't know if you saw this one, but it was pretty viral, so you might have seen this. But one of my favorite things with the protests last summer was there was a sheriff out in the Midwest. He was in Michigan, I think, who went on video with a ton of people who were gathered to protest and said, we're going to march with you because we're mad too, because what we saw in that video, talking about scumbag Chauvin and George Floyd, like, that does not represent who we are. You're mad. You have a right to be mad. We hear you. Not only that, we want to stand up with you too. And they went and marched with all the people too.
And I saw that.
I did not see enough of that, in my opinion, from enough police forces around the country. Not to say that all of them are on video, but it's like, I agree with you in the sense that there should be more, instead of just complete defensiveness, which to some extent I understand when you're all being called pigs in a blanket, and that would suck, right? And you're like, well, I'm not fucking that. I get it, right? Equal but opposite reaction. But to some extent, you do have to be like, okay, maybe the loudest people who are doing this for the wrong reasons, fuck them, we don't need to listen to that. But the people who are gathered here, like march or something, like, hey, we should take a part in that. Or hey, we should say like, yo, we hear you.
Well, I think, okay, that's step 0.5 for me. That step 0 is to go, we're going to publicly acknowledge this. That's step 0.5.
You have to make the change.
To be performative, to go, we're going to march. Like, I saw that in Philly, and I saw this I'm not even going to say, I don't want to implicate myself in anything, but I saw on Twitter, and I did my due diligence after seeing that, because I don't take things at face value. But there were these cops that basically did that. We're gonna march with you, blah blah blah. And then a week or two later, those same cop, or one of the same cops, was shooting less than lethal rounds and tear gas and stuff into a protest that was peaceful. That they then escalated. That, and then they had these people in between a wall on the interstate and the fucking road, and they had them all corralled there. The cops were not being attacked. Mm-hmm. You could say these people dispersed. We have a right to gather and protest.
You do.
It's constitutionally protected. If they're not doing some shit that's wrong, you can't go, well, we think it might get violent. We got to shut it down. We got to use, we got to be violent first so that we eliminate the possibility of them getting violent. That's the stupidest shit, because it is going to get violent. When you start shooting at people who aren't doing anything wrong, they are going to fucking snap back, because they're there to protest that exact type of behavior. So of course they're going to start throwing bricks and fucking soup cans and shit. Like, and I saw time and time and time again these people, and I've experienced excessive use of force and blah blah blah. Listen, man.
Which, by the way,
I don't expect perfection.
I'm gonna cut you off for 1 second.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to say, the context you've given in this with your own experiences with it is very important. I don't mean to say like, hey, look, you got to do some criminal shit, so you know, but like you shared that today, you've gone into detail about it today, and it gives, look, unfortunately, I don't know what the word is. It gives it more credence because it's not like you're just sitting behind a keyboard and like saying, yo, fuck the patriarchy, man.
Right.
Like you have experience,
well, like
and you
I
understand where the worst experience is too than yourself.
People can identify with me, and my experience starts to feel like maybe an experience they had or whatever. And then they, like I said earlier, people care about shit when it affects them or their loved ones. If you live in fucking East Bumblefuck nowhere in the middle of the country, you've never, you don't interact with a lot of black people. You're not friends with a lot of black people. The cops around you aren't black. You might live in a small town where you know the cops, whatever. So you're taking it personally. Well, I know him. He's not a pig. How well do you know him? You know what I'm saying? There's just so many aspects of this. Like, it's so frustrating for me to see, bro, because I'm tired of it, and I get fucking mad, bro. It makes me mad. It ruins my fucking day when I see this shit now because I'm so fucking tired, and I can't even imagine how tired someone that isn't white is. Who they're wondering. A black mother is wondering, well, my kid isn't out here doing dirt or nothing like that. But if he meets the wrong cop on the wrong day, is my kid going to be next? The next accident, the next, I thought it was my taser, the next, I thought he had a gun, the next, blah, blah, blah. There are certain jobs where accidents can't happen. You're familiar with firearms. You're not going to confuse a taser and a gun. No. A loaded Glock 17.
That was the dumbest one I've ever
You're
heard.
Just not going to confuse those two things. It's a
I've
Nerf gun versus a fucking loaded Glock. You can't, and if you don't know the difference and if you can't tell, you can't be a cop.
No.
You can't be a cop.
Nope.
It's that type of shit where...
Yeah, there's that one and the other one we talked about. You see those two this week. It is, I don't care if you're like sitting in your house.
Those two this week.
That's what I'm saying. It's impossible not to get pissed off by that.
Yeah.
And especially when it's on video too, like the one was. It's like, what are we doing?
Imagine the shit over the years that didn't get dealt with before the widespread use of body cams, and even in places where they're still not used the way they should be or used to their fullest extent, or they're turned off. Listen, bro. I am who I am. I say fuck cops with my whole ass fucking chest. And I mean every cop, unfortunately. I'm not saying that because that's a ridiculous statement for me to say fuck every cop. It's not because I think that every single cop in America is a racist piece of shit. But these are not small problems. These are people's kids. These are people's brothers. These are people's lives. And even if you want to go and say, well, he had a warrant for armed robbery. Cool. Let the justice system, let a fucking judge decide what he, because last time I checked, the death penalty was not the consequence for that crime. Also, you're not the judge. You're not in charge of sentencing.
You're not the jury and executioner.
Exactly. You're a fucking cop. They have no obligation to protect us or serve us. They don't. That's not their job. That has been gone over in court before. I don't feel like when I'm around a cop, I feel like he's waiting for me to do some shit. I don't feel like he's looking out for me. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think some people could feel like there are some looking out for them?
Yeah, absolutely.
And by the way, from your experience, I also don't blame you because you literally had one where they were looking for shit.
And it's not even that experience, because in that situation, do I get why they felt the way they felt? Fuck yeah. I get it. It looked bad. It looked bad. It looked like I was there to do some shit.
Yeah, you had a 2x4.
But once it... But I've also, that's far from, like I said, that's far from the only bad cop. That's the only time I've been arrested. There have been other cases where I had more shit that I could have done real time. I had shit that I couldn't excuse. I couldn't get out of it, and he just let me go. Now,
do you think that those guys who let you go? 2 questions.
All right.
No, dude, I don't shy on this podcast. We talk about this shit.
I love that,
and I've talked about it with white people. I've talked about it with black people. I don't shy away from shit.
I love that.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. Number 1, do you think that in those situations it was more likely that if you were black they wouldn't have let you go? And number two, do you feel like those cops might have actually been pretty good cops and pretty good people who saw the bigger picture and saw that maybe, you know what, you weren't a horrible person?
Yes and yes.
Okay.
I do think that if I were black, it would be a different situation. When I
agree with that, by the way. Yeah.
I got shell
statistically.
Casings. Yeah. Shell casings from multiple calibers of weapons in my trunk. I got knives, weapons, drugs. The law says I'm supposed to go to jail for that.
Yeah.
And listen, bro, I can put on my white voice, and I can say, listen, Your Honor, I'm really sorry. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to do that, and you know, it was the wrong place. It was the wrong time. I'm not stupid, bro. When the time comes, I know how to talk to cops. I don't talk to a cop like this. You know what I'm saying? This is my conversational voice. I'm not.
You know how to be like, yes, sir.
Yeah, because I know. Yeah. I'm not gonna sit here and try and get myself in more trouble than I'm trying to get in. But that's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked that I can do that and I can go, oh, I'm sorry, sir. What? Oh, my license? Yeah, no, my bad. What are you pulling me over for? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't even know I was speeding. Like when I do that. And I played the fucking innocent little private school wife. Oh, yeah, do you know so-and-so? The fact that works says something.
Yeah.
The fact that a certain manner of speech or a certain type of clothes or a certain aesthetic.
I don't even think the clothes matters anymore. We saw that.
Like the way, yeah. Well, that's the whole thing. Respect the troops, respect the troops, respect the troops. Yeah, fuck all that. That goes out the window when it suits you. And I don't like that. I like I said, my energy is the same across the board. If I say some shit, I'm going to say some shit and I'm going to keep it consistent. Consistency is another big issue I have with the other side of things. I see, and I'm not trying to, I don't like painting with a broad brush because I don't believe that that's the right thing to do. I can't condemn that when I see it in racism and then do that myself. However, when I see people going like, yeah, COVID ain't real, it's fucked up. This shit is oppression. I can't go to Sports Clips and get my goddamn number 2 Caesar cut. I can't do it without wearing a goddamn mask. The first thing it's gonna be is a fucking mask, and then I'll tell you what, next year they're gonna have you wearing a fucking a hijab, bro. That's what they're doing. Get that shit the fuck out of my face, dog.
Bro, you gotta act too. You really gotta get into that,
bro. Like you said, we said this earlier. Facts aren't political.
Yeah.
Facts are not political. Yeah. And I love turning that on these motherfuckers like Ben Shapiro, who, by the way, Ben, let's meet up, bro. I want to give you a wedgie. You're a dork.
Well, listen, Ashtin.
Okay.
You're not looking at the facts here.
This is what they want. This is what they want.
The facts state that according to police, 97% of police are good.
My doctor
so you're
wife,
saying 3% are bad.
My doctor wife said that her pussy has never gotten
the
wet.
wet ass pee. I'm going to get your wet ass pee on my wet ass pee.
Dog.
He does kill me. He does kill me.
He's a dork, bro.
He's a dork.
Fucking dork.
He's a dork.
Like,
I agree.
It's that got me off. That got me off topic, bro.
No,
but I'm talking about like
it's okay.
So, a lot of the facts don't care about your feelings. That's like a hot phrase that a lot of these like, the Steven Crowders and the Ben Shapiros they love to throw that out. Okay. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Both ways.
What are the facts? And I hate doing this shit because there's always a reason. They always come up with a reason. And it's weird, bro. You could tell when someone is like just wants to antagonize a situation. And dude, I hate people that like monetize this shit. And like you can sit there with Ben and get he'll use 18 syllable words to try and make you look dumb, but you can there's a lot of rappers out here using big words and saying absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that same sort of shit applies.
I think but by the way, I think many of them, I won't speak for all the rappers, but like many of them, including Ben, come by it honestly.
Yeah.
You know those people who are just kind of like their IQ is so high that they don't realize they're not speaking your language.
Well, I don't even
I'll
think
defend him on that. He definitely he'll say some shit that you can tell seems so obvious to him, and you look at it and you're like, what the fuck did you just say?
Well,
you know,
I think a lot of this stuff comes down to empty rhetoric, and I think here's my thing: is like, yo, if in 2016 you voted for Trump because you felt he was the better of two options, having not known what a Trump presidency looked like, that's okay. That's okay. You did that or whatever. And I'm not talking about the people that voted for him because they were like, well, white is right. Not those people. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that were just like, well, given the choice between Hillary Rodham Clinton and Donald Trump, I personally just feel like he's the lesser of two evils. Because truthfully, that's what I did with Biden. And guess what? It's fuck Biden too. Biden has done nothing to show me that he meant any of the shit he said. But that's the thing.
Dude, he's asleep.
Of course.
All right. I almost won't. I feel bad for him.
Here's my thing.
He doesn't know where
I voted for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Because of that,
it's
my responsibility to hold him accountable. And I'm not going to sit out here and defend his every move and go and try and justify shit that I shouldn't be trying to justify. But I saw that a lot with the other guy. And I saw people that I know who I believe are rational, logical, fucking very smart people starting to defend things that it's like, dog, you're dying on a hill that's not like worth dying on, and you can't even justify. It's okay to go, you know what? I thought something, and then I was proven otherwise.
Yep.
If you're wrong and you learn better, it's your responsibility to like do better. It's your responsibility to go, I thought this and I was wrong, and that's okay.
I think some of those people get so dug in because they get pissed off because they feel like it doesn't work both ways. Yeah. And that's a real disease in the system. And everyone's at fault for that. All of us are at fault, including, by the way, and this needs to be said, while I empathize with a lot of the people who sit like where I sit, just pissed off at everything.
Yeah.
One thing I can say about myself at this point is I roll the mics and the cams and we talk about it. And we start those conversations. I may empathize with people who stay quiet on it.
Yeah.
But if you want to see, if you don't like these two options, and you don't like how polarized they are, and you don't like how we live in 2021 and convince ourselves that on 10 million issues you need to be one side or the other, then talk about it.
Yeah.
Because the longer you stay silent, guess who gets more attention? The people who are going to be the loudest on every, not just one or two. One or two is fine. On every single issue that is here or here, left or right. And it's like, you're not going to change shit if you're staying quiet. So like, and that's why I get those reactions to those Crowders of the world and the fucking Pod Save Americas of the world, because they're just continuing to drive that wedge. And it's like, and that's why I'll push back on you with some of the cop stuff and whatever.
No,
and I respect. And by the way, I think everything you've said today, because and sometimes I made you, and a lot of other times you did it voluntarily. You backed up with your own experience and facts, and also like your own empathy.
Yeah.
And like, not to totally shift off a serious topic here, but I want to talk about this before we get out of here. And by the way, I want you in here again.
Okay,
if you're cool with that.
Fuck
like, this is, I love this conversation, and there's a lot of, again, this is why I love doing this, because I had no idea it was going to go here today, but it did. Yeah. But I was starting this with, and I never, like, when you're going off on stuff, I'm gonna let you go. Like that's
for sure. I appreciate that. Dude, thank you. I'll babble. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I do with people. Like I let the guests decide where this is going, and I just ride the wave. But I started somewhere in this with like the empathy for people, which has come across in multiple ways, whether it be political, personal experience, or like in your music and like your own story as well, like with your family even and your mom. And you know, we talked somewhere in here a while ago about like some of your battles with your head and how that then comes out in the art. And I read lines or I hear lines like, tell me if I died today, would you care if I was dead? Yeah. Right? And I may have butchered a couple words.
No, you're pretty much spot on for that. Yeah.
I'm playing the song in my head right now, but I'm fucking talking to you too, so I'm hearing myself, so I don't know. But you know, that was in the song Broken, and there's other lines like that and whatever. And then I see this same guy, you know, I don't know if I said this earlier because you were talking about it. I should have said this, but like the song Grew Up is like a paradox to me, because you're talking about growing up, but you're talking about being the same kid and everything. And it's such a beautiful thing. And I see like that that like happy-go-luckiness, and then I see that other thing in a song like Broken, aptly named, where it's like, I hear you talk about all these other people, and I hear you talk about all these friends you've had for either 8 years or 15 years, which it sounds like it's like 10 people or something. That's amazing, right? So all these people care about you clearly, and you really fucking care about them, and yet you still put something like that in the song, which means you feel a certain type of way, right? And maybe it's like there's
who I was talking to.
Who were you talking to?
My audience, not so much my friends. Because a lot of the times I'm addressing people, or I'm addressing an issue, and with that specific line, it was like, how many times do we have to go through the situation where a motherfucker dies that, like, okay, you know, he had a fan base, but he wasn't big, and then after he dies, his shit blows the fuck up.
Oh, yeah, man.
Or, you know, like, give people their fucking flowers while they're here, bro. If you fuck with someone, again, say it with your fucking chest, bro. Like, don't be scared to fuck with someone because the guy next to you doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Especially with art and shit. Like, I see that all the time when I started doing shows. If a couple key players in the audience start dancing and turning up, all the other followers start doing that shit too. If those people don't start doing that, the other people are scared to be the one that starts it. You know what I'm saying? So as a performer, you learn how to manipulate those people. You could smell a leader in a group. You know what I'm saying? You could tell. You learn how to sort of get those people going, and they get the rest of the crowd going.
So is there, I want to make sure I understand this too. Is there like a little bit of, if you're addressing the audience more than anything, are you addressing some people saying like, hey, I know you really fuck with what I have to say.
Yeah.
And you really fuck with the vibe I put out there, because the music's got to sound good. It's not just what you write, right? But like, there's not enough of like, hey, I'm stamping my approval behind this because I feel this and I'm willing to tell other people about that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a part of it. It's almost like, you know, I don't know, man. It's just there's so many things with art, and it's like half the time, bro, like, I mean, like you said, I think that's a really good summary of who I am as a person, is this really goofy, dumbass motherfucker that does dumbass bullshit and couldn't give a fuck about responsibility or obligation or time management. And then there's another side of me that's very passionate about what I feel is important to me. And for those things, I'll die on my feet. But 99% of the time, man, like I'm just fucking chilling, you know, but it's hard for me to even sort of deal with the dissonance between the I don't give a fuck me, I'm just trying to have fun, and then me where I see a video of some you know, injustice or whatever happening on Twitter, and I'm pissed off for a day, and I'm texting my girlfriend like, I don't know where to put this. I don't know what to do with this. I'm an angry person. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird that I'm
I want to ask you this though.
Yeah.
Do you think some of that has to do with, because you talked about this earlier, like how people put their insecurities out there. I do it all the time too, right? Like what's the common thing? I hope you don't mind me cutting you off. I just want to, I want to go with this. Yeah. Like, we reflect our own problems on other people sometimes. Yeah. And so, like, you've been through the fucking ringer with yourself. No one else, right? Like, I'm talking about your personal shit. Right. And you think that sometimes, like, because I feel like I know you're very, very hard on yourself, and harder on yourself than you should be, especially, like, with what you create. And, like, do you think some of that then manifests on your reaction to things that then piss you off? Because it's like, yo, I would be this hard on myself about this, so I'm gonna be this hard on other people about this shit too.
I think I'm pretty easy on myself, to be honest. I don't hold myself to a schedule. I don't, like, if I like some shit, I'm gonna put it out. It's not gonna be trash, because not to sound like a pretentious asshole, but I'm good at music. It's some people are good at football. I'm fucking not. I'm good at music. It's what I'm good at. Like, people are good at shit, and I don't think that that's music is something, it's a talent of mine that I recognized I had. I nurtured that talent, and now it's a thing that I'm good at. And I know that, and I'm confident in that. I don't think day to day I'm really hard on myself. I don't, like, put a lot of effort into being the person I am. I just am myself. If I find that I need to be straining, like, if I'm straining to write a song, I trash it. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking try and write. If it's not coming out, it's not coming out.
Yeah.
With my life, like I said, man, my goal is to be a free man where I have my own time, I'm my own boss, and my own money, and I am nobody else's man. I'm my man. And
it's a good goal.
I look at that as me being like, what is more childish than having no fucking rules? What is more childish than being an adult and being able to do whatever the fuck you want? I want to buy a big boy toy. I'm going to get a fucking Ferrari and drive it fast. I'm going to drive it to a track. I'm going to drive that fucker fast because that's why it's a Ferrari. You know what I mean? I want to do a big boy adventure. I want to go to a different country. I want to go on a cruise. I want to fucking have a timeshare or a fucking vacation house in the mountains because I love the fucking mountains. Like,
you love the mountains?
Love the fucking mountains, bro.
You're from South Jersey and you love the mountains.
Love the mountains.
I love that.
Love the mountains.
That's so. Was that like a getaway dream when you were a kid? Just like, damn,
I didn't even know I love the mountains until I got into college. My friend took me to his house in the Poconos. His grandparents had a house in the Poconos. A lot of my like 15-year friends had gone away to college, and I was starting a new budding friendship with a lot of these guys at the time. And my friend started taking me to this fucking place in the Poconos, and it was like, it clicked immediately when I got up there, because I'm a suburban dude, but when I got up, I like the green, and I love the outdoors. I love camping. I love all that types of shit. And just being in nature. I like being around running water. I like being around mountains and shit like that. So for me, that place, I felt a lot of artistic inspiration. The whole Keep Dreaming Kid EP, very based on that. August 12th refers to every year the Perseid meteor shower that we would go up to the Poconos and watch.
I think, by the way, side note, I think that was some of your best work.
Thank you, bro. I think so too. Thank you. I appreciate that.
That EP is, and I know it's got thousands and tens of thousands of streams, but that EP is incredibly underrated.
I couldn't agree more.
I'm not just saying this because you're in my studio.
Thank you.
I told people at the front of this, I listened to every fucking record you made in 2019, and I'm a music snob. I'm more likely to say something sucks when it's not known, right?
Yeah.
Or when it's known, frankly. It's really fucking good.
Thank you.
Like it is just, if you are a human being and you feel things in your own experience and you listen to your music, I think we talked about this off camera when you first got here. Everyone has a great bullshit meter about things.
Yeah.
And it's a mean way of putting it, as I said, but think about like the dumbest individual you know. I guarantee you they have a very good bullshit meter.
You can smell it.
And like, with your music, even when you're in like maybe insecure about something and it comes across in a song, and I'm forgetting an example, but I know I have one in my head somewhere. I'm just like a little fucked up at this point. But like, it comes across and it's honest. And so like, I know like, oh damn, that's how he was feeling in that song right there. And you do not see that consistently from enough artists, including, by the way, some people, and I won't name names, who put out great work that I listen to. That's awesome. Because they're very talented, and it could be the next level if they just went there. And you go there.
Thank you,
and
man.
you have the talent. So
really
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, like that's my goal, bro. Is just I want to be a kid forever, and that's all it comes down to. I had a crazy fun childhood because school came easy, so I wasn't really doing schoolwork, and you know, a lot of my best friends were in the same boat where we weren't doing our homework, we weren't studying, we were just hanging out.
Yeah.
And we had so much fucking fun, and we didn't give a fuck about anything, and we just did what the fuck we wanted. And when you're a kid, you can get away with shit because there's no consequences. They go, he's a fucking kid, whatever. Now, obviously, I'm not talking about going out and hurting people or anything like that, but responsibilities, largely financial responsibilities, I feel like are responsible for the death of childhood in most people.
Yes.
They end up doing a job they don't like to pay for things that they need to have. You know, necessity comes before desire. Yeah. And I think that's my biggest fear, is because I'm not spiritual, because I have one life. Like I said, I want to be happy as much as I can. And I don't want to have to compromise. I don't like having to go, well, I'll still be happy on the weekends, or I'll find happiness in this thing that I hate doing, or I'll make it work, because I've seen so many adults just kind of be like, damn, like, you know, I hated that job. I did it for years because, you know, I needed to put food on the table or a roof over my head. It paid so good. I just hated going to work every day. Fuck that shit. I would rather be kind of broke and living bummy, but happy, than doing some shit I hate to have a bigger house. It's like, bro, what is comfort? For me, comfort is being free, being as free as I can. My rules, my way, mine, my money, my music. I'm broke. Just to keep it a buck, I'm fucking broke. I spent a lot of money when I was like 18, 19, when I first started getting a lot of YouTube money that I would not spend now. I could have invested it and I'd be not broke right now, but I didn't. Spotify pays like bullshit. Obviously, I haven't been doing shows this past year. I'm not like broke. You know what I mean? I have a little bit of money, but I'm not financially independent right now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was going to say,
I'm not buying a house. I'm not buying a car.
Yeah.
As far as I get nervous if I have less than $5K in my bank account. Yep. You know what I mean? And you know, like I'm always on the verge of that. You know what I mean? So and that might be a more beneficial. And I'm grateful that I have that money and it comes from my music. But you know, I'm not making a crazy amount of money or nothing. That's the goal, is to become financially stable. I don't need $1 million a year. I don't need $150,000 a year. I need enough to have a car that works reliably, have a house that is comfortable, to be able to cover a surprise medical expense if my car breaks down, some bullshit where I know I'm not going to need to figure it out. It's already figured out. You know what I mean? And my only goal in life is to do that by doing what I love to do. Yeah. And that's it. That's it.
And I'm you and I talked on the phone before you ever did this.
Yeah.
And like talked about some of the shit you got going on. And I don't want to go into any of that or divulge any of that. And you're in a really good spot. You work with a great company, AMG, which we didn't even get to talk about today. I would love to talk to you about that because you've been with those guys forever. And you and I had talked about how, dude, when you're an athlete, when you're a musician or something like that, finding people to handle your business who are not scumbags is a very hard thing to do.
Yep.
And you found people for fucking years ago who you've been with and have a close relationship with, and like it's such a team.
Yeah.
And so on a future podcast, I want to do that justice and give that some light, because that's I like when we find the positive in things where there's a lot of negative. And so there's and what's your guy's name, by the way? Brady.
Yeah. Shout out Brady. Shout out AMG.
I like what Brady's building there.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to do that. But the reason I was bringing that up is because I appreciate the fact that you still have that perspective, knowing what you got going on and knowing what the next steps here are, and knowing that like you're already there.
Yeah.
You have millions of streams. Like it's there, and now the next level is starting to happen. And so you have the perspective of tasting what a lot of fame and a lot of money is going to allow you to do, and yet while you're so close to it and you work for so many years to get there, you also had the perspective of like, hey man, there's a word for me that's like enough.
Yeah.
And like it wouldn't take a hell of a lot for me to get there, and I have the perspective on not losing who I am, or very importantly, the people who are around me who have been there every step of the way.
100%.
And my number one thing in my life that I'll die with, and that I really appreciate from you talking about your friends about, because I feel the same way, is like my people around me are loyal as fuck.
Yep.
They're great people. They're from all different backgrounds and all different beliefs. And like I fuck with all of them because they've been the same person the whole way.
Yep.
And when you can say that about people, like my one friend, Nico, who's been my best friend since we were 3 years old.
Yeah.
He's been the same guy since we were 3 years old.
That's good people.
It's exactly.
Yeah.
And so when look, maybe this is judging a book by its cover a little bit, but I, in a positive way, judge people when they can tell me that about their circle.
Yeah.
You know,
it says something about you.
It does.
Yeah.
And immediately you're higher in my book than maybe you even should be. But it's like,
I'll drink to that.
Dude, I'll drink to that all day. But listen, man, this was fucking awesome.
Cheers, bro.
I believe in like some universal shit and whatever, and it's just funny that we had this whole crazy last 13 months with the world shutting down and everything.
Yeah.
And like 3-4 months before that, I get past all your music and I fucked with it so heavy and fucked with your, I'm not even gonna lie, like ahead of your music itself, the production, I fuck with the writing so fucking heavy.
Thank you, man.
And then, you know, someone, dude, I forgot about it.
Yeah.
Like I listened to you for 2 straight weeks, 3 months and a long hair that started to come in, went by, coronavirus hits. I go into my world like my whole life is falling apart. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
Never thought about you again.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Didn't.
No, it's cool.
You're in my Apple library.
Yeah.
Didn't click your music not once during the pandemic. And then Austin Beers, shout out Austin, hits me up, goes,
Austin.
yo, Julian, would you want to talk to this kid, Ashtin Larold? He's really good. I'm like, dude, I like dropped my coffee. I was like, yes, I want to talk to him.
And what's weird is, like, I know Austin, but so I got hit up by Austin's friend Mike. So shout out Mike Burns as well. Mike hits me up and he's like, yo, you remember Austin, right? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yo, he has this guy. So it was like a guy that knows a guy that knows a guy. He's like,
a friend of a friend.
yeah. And he was like, you want to be on this podcast? And I was like, yeah, fucking give me the details. I was at my girlfriend's house and yeah, man. I don't know, like the whole 6 degrees of separation thing, the small world, bro.
My cousins went to fucking school with you.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
Some shit, I'm not going to elaborate on this, but some shit is happening in South Jersey right now.
Yeah.
And you're now in the Thunderdome. Not here. I'm saying like just in general.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people I'm around who are doing way crazier shit than I am. And like now you're in that circle because they do listen to this. And like one really cool thing I've done with this is like, I'll show you afterwards. You go through the numbers of episodes. There are people who didn't know each other who now talk to each other every day and work together.
That's awesome.
It's a beautiful
That's
thing.
awesome.
I love that.
Connections and community, bro.
Yeah. So
Amen.
Some of my guys I want to hook you up with after this. But listen,
I'd love that.
we'd be talking all night. Let's get some fucking takeout. Like
All right,
we haven't
brother.
eaten this whole time. And then let's say I want to spread it out a little bit, but somewhere down the line, like maybe 4-6 months down the line, I want to have you in again.
Let's do it.
All right, cool.
Let's do it.
Cool. Ashtin Larold, Germ.
Thank you. Yeah.
Love it, brother. Thank you for sharing your thoughts today.
Thank
you got
you
a
for
beautiful
having me.
mind.
Thank you.
Got great music. Everyone, where can they find your music besides Spotify?
Fucking anywhere. Anywhere.
And
Google me.
it's
yeah.
Ashtin Larold.
Yeah. Ashtin Larold.
I can't even fucking say it.
All right,
Everybody
bro.
else, give it a thought. Get back to me. Peace.